Hello, everyone, and we are back after 8 months of not being active on YouTube. So, I'm here with Shrishti, a senior from my college. So, we have been together in the same school.
School.
We were together in like 11th and 12th for coaching, and now we were together in BJ. And like, I've always looked up to her. And like every year, like of MBBS has started with me calling her up and asking for advice. So this year is not gonna like this year is also gonna be the same. And so she's got a wonderful rank. So like what's your rank?
Okay, so my rank is 379. I'm still pinching myself as I say this, like it just never
Yeah.
sinks in. But yeah, so that was my rank in NEET PG 2024, and it was my internship attempt. So it was like my first attempt, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the top ranks in our
Yeah.
college. And like so like she has a lot of insights, and like there's genuinely a lot of stuff to discuss.
Yeah.
And I would like to start by sharing a story. So like I always like to talk to people and like get to know how they are doing, especially in terms of NEET and like academics. So when I was in my final year and Shishti was an intern, so I had spoken to her, and like she has always been like academically very like sound. सो जब मैं हम दोनों मिले थे तो मैंने उसको ऐसे ही पूछा था कैसे चल रहा है, कैसे चल रही है पढ़ाई. एंड आई थिंक उसका मेडिसिन या कोई पोस्टिंग चल रहा था.
Yeah.
एंड उसने मुझे एक चीज़ बोला कि आई एम सो स्ट्रेस्ड, पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है बिल्कुल, एंड आई थिंक ड्रॉप ही लेना पड़ेगा. देन आई वॉज लाइक शॉक्ड. एंड देन like abhi like how things turned out, like
Yeah.
so would you like to share like your story from that to here?
Yeah, so basically, like internship was quite heavy. Like in our college, it's like especially like the core subjects, they're extremely heavy. Like, and ghar jaake bhi you feel like relaxing and resting a little because you're so tired. Like even if you've worked for like 24-hour duty nahi bhi ho, so you're very tired and you don't feel like coming home and studying. But either ways, I had this one thing in my mind that no matter when, jabhi bhi need hoga, 2 months before that, I'm going to put in an extension because I need that time to myself to like sort of study and everything. So I put an extension like December 20th onwards, मेरा extension शुरू होने वाला था, but then NEET got postponed. So I think those 3 months were sort of like a bonus for me, and that's when I actually like sort of studied, like the postponement वाला duration जो था. I finished my internship, and then I got time to like sort of study and actually just be at home and do nothing else, like not work, just like plain studying.
So ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि like you were able to make the most out of
Yeah.
the time जो extension वाला था. काफ़ी people were actually depressed because there was a lot of uncertainty.
There
And
was.
like you capitalized on it, and like you made the best out of the situation. So I just wanted to ask, like what was your beginning point, like with respect to internship? Like where did you start? Like everyone has a starting point. काफ़ी लोग होते हैं कि जो like फाइनल ईयर में पढ़ते हैं, एंड लाइक ओवरऑल थ्रू आउट MBBS
Yeah.
पढ़ा होता है, इंटर्नशिप में बस रिवाइज करके देते हैं. देयर आर फ्यू पीपल जो लास्ट 3 months में पढ़ते हैं एंड देन दे डू वेल, एक्सेप्शनली वेल.
Yeah.
सो लाइक व्हाट वाज योर स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट?
So I think as soon as internship started, so internship started in April. I think by May I started my first reading.
Okay.
So like the thing is, like in my third minor, I had taken the DAMS foundation course.
Yeah.
So I had all my notes ready. So I think that was like the best decision I made, because imagine like pure 19 subjects, all my handwritten notes, just before internship, everything's ready. All I have to do is like read those notes. So in May, I started reading, and I got a good start, I would say, because I had like a very chill posting in the beginning. I had community medicine. So that was chill. The rural postings were also quite chill. So I got like the head start. But then after that, things got getting tougher. So I sort of adjusted, according to whatever posting was going on. But yeah, you can say that May, I started my first reading. So like that was the point when I started studying. I was doing something. मतलब at least notes मेरे आके नीचे से तो जा रहे थे. And I was doing questions. Like question banks जो होता है, I was doing that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was like my sort of starting point.
So like I just heard कि you had your own handwritten notes.
Yeah.
And for someone like me who is lazy, like मैं कभी अपने notes like मैंने कभी लिखे नहीं है, and even though मैं कभी लिखने गया हूँ तो इतने अच्छे turn out
Yeah.
नहीं हुए. So like I really need to be convinced why handwritten notes. like
so
were a game changer?
you know, I think it's a very personal choice, honestly. So for me, I will tell you how it started. Like third minor, so there were two options in front of us, either DAMS or Marrow. Now DAMS was basically offline classes, and I'm a person who tends to procrastinate like anything.
Yeah.
Like अगर तुम मेरे को online lectures लाके दे दोगे, there's no way I'm gonna like sort of set a timetable for myself and then be like ठीक है अभी ये lecture देखूंगी, because I know they're gonna be with me. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was the reason I chose DAMS, because I know no matter what, I am going to have to drag myself, go every weekend, and I will have to watch those lectures for like whatever 12 hours and whatever. So that was the reason why I chose like the DAMS offline thing, because I knew that I would go on the weekends, plus my friends were also with me, so that's like an added, you know, sort of a push ki theek hai, like sab saath mein nikal lenge sort of a thing. So I did that, and the thing is, with your handwritten notes, you know yourself the best. Like you know, when you're making your own notes, you know what to highlight, what not to highlight. You've written things well, so even when you're reading it for the first time, you exactly know the things you've written well, the things you've not written well. So like, you know, you sort of already get a head start before other people, because like at least kuch to memory hoga, because you've watched the lectures, you've sat there continuously for a duration of what, 12-13 hours. You have been writing your own notes. So even though itna 100% attention nahi hota hai, but there is some, like at least some sort of push, and you've already sort of started your preparation in a way. Agar tum wahi online dekh rahe ho lectures, then it's all very new for you. Like
Yeah.
internship mein, if you start watching online lectures, then you have to get acquainted to the source, you have to be okay with the source. And when you have your own notes, you know कि ठीक है DAMS है, broad ऐसा होने वाला है subject, so you're very well acquainted. So I think that is like a huge benefit, because इतना जान पे नहीं आता है फिर पढ़ाई शुरू करने को.
Yeah, like मेरा वही हुआ था कि मतलब like मैंने एक तो ऐसे सोचा कि I also went to DAMS,
Yeah.
but मैंने ये सोचा कि like they are doing a subject over 24 hours, like एक
Yeah.
वीकेंड में 12-12 घंटे करके खत्म कर रहे हैं. उसमें like अगर मैं सेकेंड ईयर या थर्ड ईयर में हूँ, like I've never even heard about medicine.
Yeah.
अभी जस्ट पैथोफार्मा पढ़ा है, एंड ये मुझे लाइक मेडिसिन 12 आवर्स में पढ़ाएंगे. सो लाइक अगर मैं नोट्स लिखने में लग जाऊंगा तो मैं ध्यान नहीं दूंगा.
Yeah.
बट लाइक तेरे से बात करने के बाद आई एम गेटिंग टू रियलाइज कि इट्स नॉट अबाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग स्टफ देन एंड देयर. इट्स
Yeah.
अबाउट लाइक हैविंग अ बेसिक आइडिया एंड हैविंग स्टफ रेडी so that you can
Absolutely.
start somewhere.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you have stuff ready, let's say you're in final year, you've read all the subjects, automatically the notes will start making sense to you.
Yeah.
So you will automatically know कि ठीक है ये ऐसा, and there's always a lot of other sources. Like you can, if you're not understanding a concept, like I used to do that a lot. कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, YouTube पे जाओ, watch videos. और I had like DAMS के back to basic videos का access also for some time. So I used to watch those videos. But definitely, like, don't go ahead till you haven't understood anything, because you have to keep reading the same thing again and again. And if you don't understand something, then you're eventually going to forget. Like you just can't rote learn everything.
Yeah, like जो concepts है, if you like, even I've realized this in the few months of prep, that जो concepts है, if you learn, like it reduces the burden of the things that you actually have to learn.
For sure, yeah, 100%, and you remember it better.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why I say that like NEET prep is not something you do just in, you know, internship. It happens, like it subconsciously happens. Like first year mein, whatever subjects you are studying. So, you know, a lot of people message me that I'm in first year, I'm in second year, what do I do? So my only advice would be that you do your subjects well. Like, you know, you remember things. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but like, you know, mnemonics that you make in like 11th and 12th, even they sort of come to use in like, you know, NEET prep.
Yeah,
So
biochem.
like
Yeah,
exactly, I was just
exactly.
talking about the Krebs cycle mnemonic,
Yeah.
like chalte chalte idhar
Yes,
udhar
yes, yes.
7 फेरे मारे उसने. You use that in first year biochem also, you use that in NEET prep also.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a continuous process, because if you do wo year ke subjects well, then during your NEET prep nothing seems alien. Like you
Yeah.
already have a base, you have some memory, you know कि ठीक है carbohydrate metabolism में यही सब चीजें है.
Yeah.
So you at least have that idea, even though you don't remember the steps properly. So I think, you know, not feeling alien to a particular subject is very important, and that will only come when you sort of study वो year में,
Yeah.
वो year के subjects.
So basically, like अगर हमने सबने पास किया हुआ है like every single year, so it does mean that we have a basic
course,
understanding.
yeah.
So like like there's no point in feeling ki this subject is new, I've never done it, because you
Yeah.
have done it.
Of course you have.
Like even for subjects like anesthesia and stuff, like तुमने एक दो ऐसे क्यों तो किए हुए ही है, like
For sure, yeah.
like surgery.
Yeah.
So like that is definitely, and like since we are on the topic of making notes, like I would like to like dive deeper into like how you made notes and like what helped you, like because I don't want this to be very superficial. So like
Yeah.
just dive deep, like if suppose like Shishti is sitting in dams,
Yeah.
Shishti is making notes, like how will she make notes, like वो कैसे
Yeah.
करेगी?
So basically, जैसे वो पढ़ा, so the thing is, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I have a habit of writing everything they say. Like, you know, even if someone's given an example कि ये ऐसे होता है,
हाँ.
I would write that. Like, मैं हिंदी में भी लिख देती थी, because I think that would sort of make it very easy for me to understand, and I learn by examples. So it's very easy for me to do that. Like, अभी suppose he's, you know, psychiatry ले लो, कुछ तो example दिया है. Like, you know, there's something. Some projection ka example if he's given that I hate this person hates me. So I've written those things in my brackets. I'm a very extensive note maker. Like I just keep writing and like I don't look up. I used to just keep writing. जो भी वो सिखाते थे समझाते थे, that duration I'd listen to them, but I would always focus on the little details. So it's an advantage in the way that मुझे सब समझ में आ जाता था. Like it would be very easy for me to understand why is this written here, and conceptually I would be sound that way, but the disadvantages makes your notes bulky. So like you have to sort of choose, but if you ask me, it helped me. Like अगर किसी का 30 पेज का होता था तो मेरा वो 45 पेजेस का होता था, but I was okay with it because it helped me, it really helped me conceptually.
तो फिर ये like जितने लोगों से मैंने सुना है कि like NEET PG is all about revision.
Yeah.
So like अगर इतने bulky notes है तो revise कैसे किए?
Yeah, so then that's what, like first reading I read everything, subsequently I cut short things.
How?
Like I eliminate. So you know the thing is that when you're doing your first reading, you have your question banks, you solve questions, you get an idea कि क्या चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्या चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, क्या चीज़ पे कभी भी ना GT में क्वेश्चन आया है ना क्वेश्चन बैंक्स में क्वेश्चन आया है. You automatically sort of eliminate those topics, or you just like cancel them out. So
Yeah.
that way you can like sort of concise your notes. Like I was honestly very bad at it, but I used to just read things quickly then.
Yeah, because you've read it multiple
I've
times.
read it multiple times.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
And like since like Shishti ke group mein like all of them have done well.
Yeah.
Shishti has studied with a lot of people, and
Yeah.
like one conversation that we had, and like how this was gonna be different than all other, you know, exam tips,
Yeah.
is that she was gonna share like things from different people.
Yeah,
like तेरे दोस्तों ने क्या differently किया. So like would you like to share something of someone who's done like things differently, who's used printed notes, who has not concised, like who
Yeah.
has like done things like radically opposite to you?
Yeah. So see, the thing is, all of us had basic DAMS notes. So
Yeah.
that was like common. But a few of my friends would be like extremely ekdam point to point. So that really helped them revise things quickly. So in my first revision, I used to be like 5 days behind, 10 days behind as compared to my other friends, because notes थे ही इतने ज़्यादा.
हाँ.
Subsequently it becomes easier. But वो इतने bulky notes थे कि time मुझे लगा ज़्यादा.
हाँ.
But then for my other friends, that was like very, like it was a cakewalk for them कि ठीक है, like point to point है, very crisp, very concise notes, very easy to revise. So a lot of my friends did that कि उन लोगों ने अपने notes बहुत ही crisp and concise बनाए. And yeah, I don't think any of us used printed notes. Like during my time, there wasn't ऐसा a trend or something of like printed notes का usage or whatever. But yeah, that's like all. I mean, the only difference that I feel among my peers in terms of making notes at least was कि crisp थे थोड़े लोगों के notes and थोड़े लोगों के bulky notes थे. But we'd always share, and like किसी के पास किसी और का कोई subject था, so it was like a very
Yeah.
joint you know sort of a
Like,
effort.
it was a pool
Yeah.
जहाँ पे everyone is contributing.
Yeah, so जिसके भी notes वो subject के best थे, we try and like sort of use those
Yeah.
like that.
So like we spoke about ki how concepts are important. So sometimes like there is a concept behind everything, and there's a
Yeah.
why behind everything.
Yeah.
And wherever there's a why, like there is stuff that you can understand.
Yeah.
So like how do you like decide, like if you have an example, like can you give 2 examples of the things that you just have to memorize and things that could be better if you understand them?
Okay, so see, I think factual stuff you just have to memorize. Like if you
Yeah.
look at PSM,
Yeah.
now there are so many, like there are those health communities,
Yeah.
like chadda like you can't apply any logic in that. You
Yeah.
just have to learn those things.
Yeah.
Okay, but then on the other hand, like BChem le lo. Abhi, if there's transcription, you can't learn those things. You need
Yeah.
to know. You need to know which is the leading strand, kaun sa lagging strand hai. You need to know ki, matlab, you
Yeah,
exactly
कि
need to know
जब-
how things
yeah.
work that
So
way.
like you can't just memorize ki leading strand ka like
Exactly.
the kind of questions that they ask
Yeah.
कि वो sequence देते हैं उसका opposite. You can't just
You
memorize
can't just be-
कि इसका
absolutely.
because there's 4 possibilities. and,
Exactly,
you
yeah,
can't-
for sure.
So अगर तुम समझ जाओगे so
Yeah.
like the same thing like that I would like to suggest is like works with like cardio and murmurs. Like
Yeah.
if you understand the cardiac cycle, then you won't have to
you
memorize
you
murmurs
will not
ever. Like,
absolutely yeah, you just can't be like ye bas hai mid diastolic. You can't.
Yeah.
You need to know what is happening there.
Yeah.
And once you know what's happening, you will just know. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't even have to read it through. It would just be like a
Yeah.
revision sort of thing ki, haan bas pata hai, move on.
like you will just
sort
test
of a thing.
yourself कि
Yeah.
you'll use your brain and you'll
You'll
test
know
yourself
it, yeah.
and हो जाएगा.
So that way, like it's important. Like in these things, no, like you just can't be like इसका opposite ये है तो ये होगा answer and just
Yeah.
blindly mark.
Or like you can make a mnemonic for like both sides कि these are the names of the conditions and these are the murmurs.
Yeah,
and-
that just doesn't
Yeah,
work, honestly.
so
Like
these are places where mnemonics don't
they
work.
just don't work. Yeah.
I've seen people do it on Instagram and like
Yeah.
so that's one thing. And like other than that, like I want you to tell your story like with respect to internship. Like this is not just where we talk about like NEET PG stuff. I also want you to share your journey as a doctor, as a student in
Yeah.
MBBS, and like let's just start with internship first and like just tell us your story.
So internship. Okay. So again, before every internship, there's a lot of confusion. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure you must have gone through it too. कि
Yeah.
क्या पहले choose करना है, क्या बाद में choose करना है, all of those things. But I had this one thing कि I need to be with my friends because
Yeah.
like that's important.
Yeah.
So whatever, we chose PSM first. Very chill. We were very happy.
Why
and
did you
Shirur was nice.
like like BJ में अपने पास choice होता है
Yeah.
to choose like PSM first.
Yeah.
Like 4 blocks होते हैं basically: PSM block, medicine block, surgery block and OBGY
OBGY,
block.
yeah.
And every block is around 12 weeks.
Yeah.
जिसमें 6 weeks are major postings, 6 weeks are minor postings.
Yeah.
तो like and जितना मैंने trend देखा था, Shishti chose PSM first. Her senior Rucha chose PSM first,
Yeah.
like her entire group.
Yeah.
And like people who've done well have chosen PSM first.
Yeah.
Like this has been the trend, and like I broke the trend by like
Choosing OBGY.
OBGY
That was
first.
actually a very
Like,
smart choice.
Yeah, that won't be considered breaking the trend if I don't get a good rank. So like the
Of
trend
course
still
yeah.
stands. Like why was that so?
So because after the university exams got over, I had a break sort of a thing. So I wanted to enter internship in a way कि ठीक है, like I'm studying. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने heavy posting ले लिया and then I just don't get time to study. And for me, there's this thing like getting in the groove. And it's very important for me to give myself time to get in the groove. And I think PSM was the perfect posting to get myself through that. कि ठीक है, chill है, you will get some time. Like take 10-15 days to start studying, but then start. And then start करके रुकना ही नहीं है. Like you have 3 months, so you can sort of utilize those months and like complete a few subjects and things like that. So that is the reason I chose PSM first, and then after that we had medicine, which was heavy. So एक heavy posting तो करना ही था, and then surgery would be an extension, and then after the extension I would do OBGY. So that was like the broad plan, but everything just like
Yeah,
went for a toss because
yeah.
NEET got postponed. But yeah, for me, I think studying during internship was tough. I think if you'd ask me like the toughest thing, it was this. Like I used to be so caught up कि I have to work because I never wanted to be that sort of a person जो like काम नहीं करे and then like all my other co-interns have to suffer sort of a thing. So that was definitely like I didn't want to do that. So the toughest thing for me was working during internship and studying during internship. It's a very hard balance to sort of like get because you're so tired. It's your first working experience. The hours are a lot and there's a lot of other factors as well. So for me, I was like, ठीक है, जो heavy postings, I will not burden myself that much. I will just like take it easy. I will try to do something at least though. Like that was my thing. Even if I had a heavy posting, I'd try to do something. Like at least for half an hour, I would solve a question bank. I would do something so that I don't lose, like track of my subjects. And of course, there were days where I lost track and then I again had to like sort of restart. But it keeps happening. So you really, it's on you. You have to decide what sort of internship do you want and how you want to balance your padhai with it. So it's really on you. But yeah, so I think till like medicine and peds and everything, I found it like really difficult.
So by the
Surgery-
end of like
Yeah.
sorry.
No, bolna.
So by the end of PSM, like
Hmm.
at what place were you? Like where did you start, and by the end of PSM, where were you?
So I had done like first year subjects were over, and I think I was done with like 2 second year subjects.
And
Yeah.
what do you mean by done? Like done with what?
Done in the sense I was done with reading the notes.
Yeah.
I was done with solving like the question banks.
Which
Yeah.
question, man?
So okay, yeah. So for my prep, basically, I had DAMS notes, handwritten notes,
Huh.
and I had Marrow ka Plan B. So Plan B is only question banks and test series.
Okay.
Because I really like the Marrow interface, like the way like topic wise questions एकदम अच्छे से दिए होते हैं. You know what question is important in terms of how many people got it correct and stuff. तो वो दिखता है.
Yeah.
So you know that. Plus there's like hashtags, like hashtag recent need. So you can sort of emphasize on questions that were past year questions. So I really like that thing about Marrow. So I used to like read my DAMS notes and solve Marrow questions. I used to have like this topic wise approach. कि SUPEX पढ़ा तो फिर SUPEX के questions solve कर लिए.
By
sort of a
custom
thing.
modules, yeah.
No, so in my first reading, I solved like proper question banks.
So like, are you done with?
No, so again, like I used to set a limit for myself
Yeah.
कि इतना तक मेरे को ख़त्म करना है. जितना उसमें होता था I would do, but honestly in my first reading I prioritized reading the notes over solving questions.
Okay.
Like if you ask me, I was like 65-70% reading notes and 30 to 35% solving questions.
Yeah.
So that was like my thing, and I think it worked for me because in the end I solved a lot of questions. And you know, when you sort of solve questions and you're like, okay, yeah, I have read this,
Yeah.
there's no better feeling than that, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you're not just learning stuff, it's a very, you know, cohesive approach where you're like reading stuff, you're solving questions, you see that, you know, the content you're reading is translating into the way you're
Yeah.
solving questions. So I think that really worked for me.
Yeah. So like this is something that even I realized that, you know, when you are in the hospital, like there's nothing you can do like for NEET PG other than solve questions.
Yeah.
So like I just you know, like I just did like random topics,
Yeah.
like the topics जिसमें मैंने notes नहीं पढ़े हुए थे, and like it gives you a very linear understanding of the topic. Like
Absolutely.
तुम question पढ़ोगे, उसके नीचे का explanation, like it'll do a good job of explaining
Yeah.
कि like, you know, what the question is all about, and like you'll understand that particular thing, but like you won't have the broad this thing. Like,
Yeah, you will not.
So-
And that's one thing, you know, like तुम कितना भी कोई भी revision source ले लो,
Yeah.
nothing can sort of replace your main notes. Like your main
Yeah.
notes are the thing that is going to get you through NEET. And I
Yeah.
realized that during this NEET, that
yeah.
you know, you remember things, you literally think, you remember that, okay, I've written this here and it's come. Like there's nothing बहुत एक्स्ट्रा कुछ तुम्हारे नोट्स, तुम्हारा जो मेन कंटेंट है उसके बियॉन्ड नहीं पूछते हैं वो लोग.
Yeah.
So if you're like main content is ready, if you're thorough with it, and if you've understood things well,
Yeah.
then you're good to go.
Yeah. So like, you know, questions kiye. So like, what after like doing questions, like did you get time to revise? Like did you bookmark, or did you have any system in place?
Yeah, so I tried to bookmark questions, but then I over bookmarked.
Like,
so like
what's over bookmarking?
so I had like 2,000 bookmarks, all subjects मिला के towards. But it's okay, like it's not a very big number, but people say the 1,000 ke niche is what is recommended. So then you can revise things. And later, like in my first reading, I did this. Like I did my notes, I did my question bank properly. First revision also to some extent, I finished the question banks that were like sort of incomplete, and I again revised my notes. But my second, third reading and like my revision wala jo reading tha, in that I stuck to custom modules. And I think that really worked for me, because in custom modules, I would do a topic, I would create a custom module in Marrow, and I would select the recent NEET tag, INI-CET, and image based. I would recommend all of you to like choose the image based tag, because a lot of image based questions came in our NEET.
Yeah.
So like
and
for
like,
sure.
I want to ask, like, what was the quality of the images? Like people say कि
No,
समझ
it
में
was
नहीं.
decent. नहीं, समझ में तो आ रहा था,
हाँ.
but बहुत ही अलग था, मतलब कभी देखा नहीं था.
Yeah.
Like in the evening batch and stuff, there were like pictures of like an operation theatre का table, like OT table का picture था कि क्या operation है तुम बताओ. So like you have never seen that. So I think
Yeah.
selecting the image based tags would be a wise choice. तो ये 3
Yeah.
tags select करो.
Like ऐसे कुछ हुआ क्या कि like the images that you had done the same image came?
No.
na?
It was
They-
very different. So for my paper, I had a lot of laparoscopic images and endoscopic images and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the morning set, so
Yeah.
I had a lot of those images. So I had like hardly 1 or 2 images I had seen.
Yeah. So
Nothing
Yeah.
more than that.
getting back to custom modules.
Yeah, so custom modules, I would solve them. And actually, one of my friends introduced me to this concept of custom modules. So I started doing it, and it was like the best tool. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, see, you've already solved your question bank, so you know, like, you have a rough idea. But when you solve PYQs, when you solve INICT PYQs, you sort of understand where you are. You understand whether your notes are doing a good job of, sort of getting you through the questions.
Yeah.
So that really helped me. Then usme I used to bookmark questions.
Yeah.
So then towards like my last revision and stuff, I used to just review these custom modules and
Yeah.
review the bookmark questions. So for like at least 2 revisions, I did this custom module approach.
Yeah.
So I used to solve questions again and again, because I think that reviewing doesn't work for me that much. Like I need to solve questions, I need to actively think. And of course, a few things you've solved it so many times that you don't even need to read the question.
Yeah.
You just like mark the answer. But for most questions like medicine and stuff, you have to think
Yeah.
again and again. So yeah, that's what I did, and it really worked for me. And I didn't leave my notes till the very end. Like I remember when NEET was in August, I had like a last 10-day revision.
Yeah.
And so there was this thing, DAMS visual treat hota hai. It's like a revision source
Yeah.
sort of a thing. So I used to do the DVT of one subject. I used to like glance through the notes.
Yeah.
Then I used to review my custom modules. And I used to solve past year papers. Like in Marrow, there's a module. But
Yeah,
it's like anatomy
red
NEET
red
2018.
वाला ना? हाँ.
हाँ, like ऐसे
Yeah.
हर साल में हर subject के papers है.
हाँ.
So I used to review that. And then I used to do this subject. So I think till the end, like I did my notes, and that really sort of rewarded
Yeah.
me.
So like in the end, like DVT versus your own notes, what did you use?
I used both. So I used to
How?
do, because so in the like see, for example, I will tell you, if suppose NEET के पहले मेरे पास 40 दिन है, 30 days I would just do my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, like do my notes and focus on questions. Last 10 days I would start with DVT and I would glance through my notes, like not do them as thoroughly.
Yeah.
And towards the end I had highlighted like the important things in my notes for a few subjects. So I would just
Yeah.
go through that. Now if I think the DVT is like sufficient, for example OBGY, it's very extensive.
Yeah.
I didn't touch the notes there in like the last 10-day revision.
Yeah.
So that way I sort of decided. But yeah, for things where I did DVT and notes both, I used to
Yeah.
just glance through the notes, like not read them very thoroughly.
Yeah.
But सिर्फ आँख के नीचे से जाए, so that like whatever photographic memory or
Yeah.
something just like sort of clicks. That was
Yeah.
like the aim.
So basically, for like people, like a lot of like maximum amount of people, like they like there's like every single platform has a different volume of information.
Yeah.
So like DAMS is pretty concise. Like the most extensive thing out there is Marrow. And
Yeah.
like everyone who does not do Marrow notes, like the main ones, like people do rapid revision, people
Yeah.
do this, people do that. But jo Marrow main notes like nahi karta hai, they are always in a FOMO that they are missing out on stuff. So
Yeah.
what, like, was that the case with you or was it not?
No, so that wasn't the case with me at all, because I am a person who gets into FOMO easily.
Yeah.
But when I had decided that I'm going to do this entire NEET thing, I had decided then and there I'm going to stick with one source.
Yeah.
Because see, there's always going to be one subject that's going to be better in another source. But for me, I didn't want to put myself in that place of confusion. कि
You
मैं
didn't
ये
give
चीज़
yourself
यहाँ से
the
करूँ.
option. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And it sort of worked for me, because look, 19-20 होगा.
Yeah.
Nothing grossly different.
Yeah.
So I think that really worked for me. So I had decided that our main notes, I have to stick to one source, because and this is a very personal choice, like for a few people it really works well where they choose different subjects from different sources and stuff like that. But for DAMS, I can definitely say all 19 subjects 19-20 होगा, but everything was sufficient.
Yeah.
There was nothing that I felt कि बहुत ज़्यादा था या बहुत कम था.
Yeah.
I felt it was perfect. Questions also came out of that. And the notes, like for example anesthesia,
Yeah.
the notes were there, they were good notes, but the DVT, like CPR and all of those things,
Yeah.
DVT में बहुत extensively दिया था.
हाँ.
So that together was like perfect for anesthesia, like और कुछ करने की
Yeah.
जरूरत
So
नहीं
notes plus DVT was like
Yeah.
your
थी. Yeah.
complete.
That was my complete thing, and Marrow
Yeah.
का question banks, plan B.
Yeah.
So
So
that
like
was like my entire
you
prep.
kept it pretty simple, and
Yeah.
I think that worked for you.
Yeah.
And like speaking of internship, and since I'm an intern, like you said ki like heavy postings mein you still managed to study, and light postings you made like the most out of. But mera like experience hai ki like when you enter the hospital, like even if you've been there for 10 minutes, घर पे आके थक ही जाते हैं.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true. तो
Yeah,
मेरे
so
साथ भी
like
होता
that
था
is
ये.
a hurdle, and how do I overcome it? Like,
So I think just come home, rest, relax, and then
Yeah.
start. And on days where, now see, again, when you go to the hospital, it's very subjective. A few days are very chill. If you have some
Yeah.
like chill OPDs and you're coming back home, then you
Yeah.
can always rest for an hour or two and then you can start studying.
yeah,
And you can always plan your subjects in a way like if there's something you find interesting, do it on days where you're a little bored already from work.
yeah,
If there are days which are chill for you work wise, you take up subjects which are like, you know, taxing, which you really need to like sort of pay attention,
Yeah.
and you're weak at those subjects.
Yeah.
So that way you sort of manage. And I would say that, you know, have a group of people around you who are doing the same thing as you, so you can like constantly like motivate each other.
Yeah.
And be like, you know what, I've done this, you better like do this, otherwise you're again going to sort of fall behind.
yeah,
So if you have that constant motivation around you, it really really helps.
yeah.
So that way. But yeah, I think you just think of it that this is going to end at some point. Like that was
Yeah.
my motivation, that like kar lo, it's
Yeah.
just going to get over, like just a few months to go, hone hi wala hai khatam,
Yeah.
sort of a thing. So if you think that way, I think it happens, like a few good days, a few bad days.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And like, you know, you said like plan things a certain way. So like, how did you plan like in the beginning of internship, and how was your execution, and like what were the lessons that you learned, and like what like
Yeah, so number one, you make a very realistic plan. Because I used to be like, okay, I will do this, and I wouldn't give myself
that's
a
me.
break.
Yeah, that's me.
So don't do that. Make a realistic plan
How
and learn
like
that.
what is realistic? Like how do you determine
So realistic, you see the topic and you see like, you know, so there's 2-3 things. First of all, the volume of the topic, like if it's a huge topic in itself.
Yeah.
Secondly, the complexity of the topic, like if it's a difficult topic, like difficult to understand
Yeah.
for you. So it's a very personal thing, I feel.
Yeah, so like
So
if you are trying to personalize, just give an example. Like if suppose I'm giving you like, you know, GI surgery, or like, or did you plan for something broader, like subjects, or a single subject, or or multiple subjects?
So I used to, so initially my plan would be like month wise, but then that didn't work for me. So I used to do week wise plans, and
Yeah.
that did work for me. Like about 80% I would accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, throughout internship, it's always varying because you never know कब
Yeah,
क्या
so like-
duty लगेगा.
Yeah, so week wise plan may like suppose like it's like week X, and like you like how would you decide what you want to do in the first place?
Okay, so I think GTs would determine this. So I would give
Okay.
GTs in like let's say अभी I've given a GT. I would see my weak subjects.
Oh.
So जो मेरे bottom 4 subjects होते थे, I would sort of take that up and try to like cover that in the coming week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can always do that because there's no other way to sort of determine. Now see, there are different, like I said, different types of people, different approaches. A few of my friends, they would go first year, second year, third year, final year. No complications.
Yeah.
Like do not complicate the process. Just start from final year. Start with like physio or something and end with ortho.
Yeah.
That is like the plan for a few people.
Yeah.
For me, that didn't work because like there are too many like boring subjects that sort of come together, and I didn't want that. So I wanted to space my preparation. So I did that. Like, you know, I would like go, now I would do like 2 heavy subjects, give myself like a nice light breather
Yeah.
and things like that. So I think again, it's a very personalized approach. Depending on how your internship is going, what you feel like studying, you should do
Yeah.
that. Consider your weak subjects.
Yeah.
Abhi time hai to weak subjects nipta lo. If there
Yeah.
are things that you don't remember, like micro and stuff, do
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah.
Like I used to hate micro, but towards the end, I used to
I
get
am the
every
opposite,
question
like,
correct.
I hate micro, and I've decided that I'm gonna do it in the end, ताकि like, you know, बाद में ही
Yeah.
करना पड़े.
Yeah,
So,
but the thing with this is बाद में तुम करोगे, but you need to revise it that many times. That's the way you learn things. So for micro, like I used to face a lot of difficulty because
Yeah.
so many things to remember.
Yeah.
But then towards the end, like when you sort of
So like
read it again
multiple
and again.
revisions, like, you know, like I like, you know, my lazy brain like forces me to think कि like तू बाद में भूलने ही वाला है तो बाद में पढ़ ले.
Yeah.
So like instead of that तुम अभी पढ़ोगे, like the next time you do things will be easier for you.
For sure, yeah,
Even though you
100%.
have to revise, you have to study it, but it'll be easier
To
than the first time.
100%. Because see, my first reading, it started in what? April, May to
Yeah.
December first week.
Yeah.
Then my first revision was Kacha Pakka because NEET got postponed and then there was all of that. But then when NEET was on 23rd June, my
Yeah.
revision, it actually happened in 37 days.
37 days. Wow.
Yeah. Because like that was the time I went all in. I used to study for like 12, 13 hours every day because तब कुछ काम नहीं था. Internship was over, you were at home. And I would really recommend, like before NEET, give yourself 2 months
Yeah.
of like absolutely no internship, nothing. Even if you have a decent base where you've at least read things once, it's doable.
Yeah.
It's for sure doable.
So like capitalize on the opportunities, whether it's light days during your
Yeah.
internship, or it's the like prepare yourself to study in the last 2 months of your prep.
Yeah, for sure. Because see,
Yeah.
there are things which are quite volatile.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are that way, which are quite volatile. Or things which are conceptual,
Yeah.
you're anyway gonna get if you're like conceptually sound. If you've studied throughout MBBS,
Yeah.
थोड़ी चीज़ें आने ही वाले हैं. थोड़ी चीज़ें ऐसे हैं that you really need to do them like just before the exam.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to remember. You're not going to remember dates. You're not going to remember facts. You're not going to remember formulas, a few of them.
Yeah.
So you really need to do those things before the exam.
Yeah.
So that way you need to sort of decide
Yeah.
and plan.
Yeah. Like understood. Like now that we've chosen a subject and like we have a week ahead to plan, like how would you
Yeah.
plan?
So like it really depends subject to subject. Like
So I'll give you
yeah, give
surgery.
me a subject.
For
So
your first
surgery.
read, like Shishti is doing her first read for surgery, like wherever.
Yeah.
So
So I think minimum I had given myself like 10 days at least for my first
why?
read.
Like क्या सोच के 10 दिन?
Because surgery, now if you see, so in DAMS I had 3 notebooks, okay.
हाँ.
One was GI surgery पूरा.
हाँ.
One was general surgery जिसमें breast, trauma वगैरह वो सब कुछ आता है. There was HBP and there was urosurgery in that same book. Then one book I had hernia, transplant, and I had like head, neck, face वाले जो सब थे वो and endocrine glands.
Okay.
So these 3 different books. And I saw the volume. I like saw topic wise ऐसा. And I realized that मेरे को इतना time तो लगेगा ही with internship.
But वो कैसे समझता है कि इतना time लगेगा?
Because there's 3 books. There's like so many pages, so much
Yeah.
content. So like a broad thing that for
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
subjects you will give like थोड़ा ज़्यादा time.
And like there's a cutoff also कि like you can't keep studying forever. You have to stop.
yeah, you have
yourself
to sort of
somewhere.
stop yourself somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you like
Yeah.
decide. I think it's again like a very personal choice.
Yeah.
But for big subjects in general, you give it more time because they
Yeah.
are क्या बोलते हैं, the volume is also high. Plus, they're also going to fetch you more marks in your exam because ज़्यादा questions surgery से आते हैं. Like 20-25 questions come in NEET from surgery.
Yeah.
So that way you need to like, give it
Yeah.
that
So like
time.
consider multiple factors
Yeah.
and like make a timetable.
Yeah, and on that I want to say that people who are in final year,
Hmm.
you try to read and prepare for your university exams from your DAMS notes. Like in surgery, in OBGY, and to some extent in medicine, it really
Yeah.
helped me. OBGY, though 95% I've done like Deepthi ma'am's notes only for my uni exams.
Yeah.
So I never faced a difficulty in getting acclimatized
Yeah.
to it at all. Like I was so thorough with my notes
Yeah.
that itna problem nahi hua.
So like your first read was a second
Yeah,
read,
so
technically.
for surgery and OBGY for sure, and peds and medicine to some extent.
Okay, so like for final year students, अगर तुम final year में हो, just read your notes.
Yeah, try to read your notes. Whatever questions you think you can write from your notes, do that.
Yeah.
And like I think in OBGYN surgery you can do that with like a lot of topics.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them. You really don't
Okay.
need to open your like textbook for those things. And
Yeah.
like even conceptually you become very clear because the notes are
Yeah.
so elaborate that तुमको समझ आ जाता है. It's not like you're just like
हाँ.
learning stuff for the sake of it.
Yeah.
You like properly you understand why this is, and you understand
Yeah.
in a better way because they
Yeah.
explain it to you that way.
So like like something that like like mindset or like mental struggles, like you study and then like you are studying, you are doing your duty, you're doing whatever, but like somehow like there are days where you have the time but you're just not able to study.
Yeah.
Like how to tackle those kind of days.
Yeah, so those days they come actually very often.
Yeah.
Like because it's stressful. Come on.
Yeah.
So for those days, one of these days I feel you should just give yourself a break.
Yeah.
Like thoda relax karo.
हाँ.
And the next day on, just try to see things that work for you. If you think you like reading, read your notes. If you think you like solving questions, do that.
Yeah.
Now towards the end when I'd feel like that, I would just give a GT, like 3 घंटे at least कुछ तो करूँगी मैं, irrespective of whatever the score
And
is.
like GTs are very like brain stimulating.
They
like,
are, you think.
Yeah, so when you're tired, like if you sit and study, तुम notes इतना seriously नहीं पढ़ोगे.
जितना
But
तुम-
since it's a GT, तुम like
Yeah, you will give
yeah,
it very
वो
properly.
automatically हो जाता है.
So that way. And yeah, I mean, you just have to sort of tell yourself that, you know what, come on,
Yeah.
like just study with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just go to the library, study if you feel like the home environment is sort of making you lazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, just, and you know what, like for a few people I've seen, like constant breaks works for them. Every 4-5 hours of studying they take a break
Yeah.
or something like that. So that way also just like take a break.
Yeah.
And like you have your meals properly, watch something nice in between, like that
Yeah.
will like sort of, you know, refresh you.
Yeah.
So breaks are equally important. Like
Yeah.
so for me, I am not a person who likes taking that many breaks because I think my flow sort of breaks. But towards the end I realized the importance of breaks. So I would give myself like, you know, 20-25 minutes for lunch, dinner, breakfast. Like I would take those breaks for myself
Yeah.
and I would feel refreshed.
Yeah. So like if you sit down to study and there's nothing ahead, like how long can you go without a break? Like
So it really depends. I mean, I have, like in the beginning, I remember when I did not take breaks, I would literally sit in the morning at like 8 o'clock and I would like end my day at like 12 and like take like 10-15 minute breaks in the middle, like not a lot.
बस खाना खा लिया.
बस
ये
खाना
क्या?
खा लिया इधर
Yeah.
उधर नहीं, because for me I get really stressed
Yeah.
because I always think that clock is sort of ticking and I need to complete things in that given amount of time.
Yeah.
So that way, but yeah, like you know, you should really be easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Because that is the, like you need to be you need to be very fresh
Yeah.
so that you can study ahead properly.
Yeah.
Like don't get burnt out, I feel,
Yeah.
because burnout is a real thing. And like the last time you don't want to get burnt out in like your last months of prep.
Yeah.
So for that, like right now you should take it thoda easy, chill, relax a
Yeah.
little.
I wanted to ask you about GTs. Like tell me everything.
Yeah, okay. So GTs I feel are like one of the most important part of your preparation, because the thing is, you're so acquainted to PYQs, you know them. Like I said, you know, even without seeing the options, you might mark the answer. The only way you get, you know, a whole bunch of new questions is via GTs. The only way you learn how to manage time via GTs. The only way you learn how to eliminate options via GTs. So essentially, like, it's a very, you know, nice tool to sort of assess where you are in your entire preparation journey. So GTs, actually, I was very scared of GTs in the beginning because I was like, अच्छा नहीं आया तो क्या, I'll be like dejected and all of those things. So I gave my first GT in August, and I think I started from like around 100 questions I used to get correct,
Okay.
like 95
So you
to
started
100.
your prep in April and first GT in
Yeah,
August.
August 2023.
Okay.
So that was when I gave my first GT. Then October I gave one more GT. December I gave another GT.
Yeah.
So these 3 GTs, my score was around like 100 to 105-ish.
Okay.
Okay. Then in Jan, I realized that, okay, now I need to start giving GTs more frequently. And the exam was supposed to be in March at that time. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, come on, like I need
Yeah.
to give GTs now. So again, I started giving those GTs. So till about like, you know, April, my score was at 120, 125.
Okay.
Yeah, like under 130 basically. But I had reached that level where I was getting like 120 questions
So
minimum
like,
correct.
were you done with your first read?
I was done with my first read and I was doing my first revision at that point.
Yeah. So basically, like, it's okay if the first read doesn't contribute to a lot of.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
doesn't
okay.
translate to a lot of correct questions.
Yeah, it does. And like my first read was also very haphazard, like I said, because a few days a few days were good, a few days were bad.
Yeah.
Internship was there, so it's okay. But I feel like if you have to assess your performance in GTs,
Yeah.
you do not see the questions you got correct, at least in the initial phase.
Yeah.
You see, suppose तूने ये week में you studied pharmac and patho,
Yeah.
you have to make sure pharmac and patho के minimum questions get wrong.
Yeah.
That is your aim.
Yeah.
So if you get like only 2 questions wrong
Yeah.
in pharmac and 1 in patho, then you're good to go. That
Yeah.
means that you're actually studying something that is contributing
Yeah.
to, you know, your marks and you're doing well in these subjects, which means you've read the subjects well.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that you should assess a GT score that way, at least in the initial phase. And then later, of course, you have to, see how many questions you're getting correct. Because once you read all the subjects, you get an exposure to all subjects, automatically your GT score will increase. If you're doing things properly, if you're solving
Yeah.
adequate questions, there's no stopping from getting like a good GT score.
Yeah.
So that way I started. Then when NEET was on 23rd June, in that duration also I gave like a lot of GTs and stuff, and I 130, the first month of preparation I was at 130. Then I was getting a fair score of 150
Okay.
before my 23rd June NEET.
Yeah, so like what translated, like you said, like 100 to 105,
Yeah.
then 120s, then
Yeah.
130s, but like 130 to 150 seems
Yeah.
like the most significant
so
jump.
that was because it was my best reading. Like that phase,
Like,
it was my best reading because
Okay.
internship was over and I was just like sitting at home and
Yeah.
studying. So in a few subjects now, if you think that the subjects are getting dragged on, you tend to
Yeah.
leave a few topics. But here I did everything,
yeah,
and I did it in a span of 40-45 days.
yeah,
So that really helped me like consolidate everything together. Like it was a very nice revision in a way that everything was happening properly in terms of I was reading my notes well, I was solving questions properly. So I think that really sort of pumped my rank up, because when you do things together and when
yeah,
you're at
everything
peace,
comes together.
everything sort of comes together,
Yeah,
and that really helped me. And I think till this revision of mine, I had built a base where I was at least familiar with everything,
yeah,
where I knew what I had to study from where, how much time I had to give to a particular topic, what are the things that I just had to read through once and like ignore. So I had that fair idea. So that's why I could like easily go through my revision quickly in a way that I completed all my subjects very properly, and then that sort of translated, because it was actually a jump of like 20 questions straight up
yeah,
in like during that entire revision phase.
yeah.
So it was because of this very approach.
Yeah, so like in your GTs, you must have felt like, yeah, मैंने पढ़ा है, but I just need to revise it.
Yeah.
So I think like those are the best kind of mistakes to make, because you've already done it and you just need to go through it once.
Yeah. So what I do is in the initial GTs that I would give, like in March, April,
Yeah,
those months, like after I was done with my first revision basically,
yeah.
so at that time I would make a list of all the topics I'd get wrong, and every morning I'd give like 15-20 minutes and just like go through that topic.
Yeah, एक topic
एक
करके.
topic कर लो फटाफट.
हाँ.
So that is what I did. Now, my other friends, what they did is they made a 20th notebook. That a lot of people, they ask, "Ki, what is this 20th notebook? What is it
Yeah.
all about?" So ideally, what you should do is whatever questions you get wrong in the GT, just write it in that notebook.
Yeah,
Like the relevant questions, of course. ऐसा नहीं कि like बहुत ही कोई random question है जो एक हाथ पूछा है.
yeah.
So you don't add those things.
Yeah, so I just wanted to discuss something with you. So basically, like, Marrow QBank has a lot of irrelevant facts.
Yeah.
And I genuinely feel कि ये NEET INI वालों को अगर fact ही पूछना है तो ऐसा fact पूछेंगे कि जो ये चीज़ों में नहीं है. And it's a very random fact.
Yeah.
Because they need to ask questions like
Of course.
these.
True.
So I have this system कि if 40% of people have done a particular question, like 40% से नीचे right है, like वो आता है ना वो
Yeah, the
percentage
percentile,
of
yeah.
people who've done this question right.
Yeah.
So अगर वो, if that's less than 40% and if it's not a conceptual thing, it's a fact, then I straight up ignore
Yeah,
it.
you should do that, because there's
Yeah.
no way you can remember every single thing.
Yeah.
And if you try to remember every single thing, you might just miss on things which are actually really important.
Yeah.
So I'd do the same thing. I would check the percentile. If like a very few people are getting it correct, like you said, 20-30%, I would straight up ignore it.
Yeah.
If it's a fact, if it's a conceptual thing, and if I think, now again, it's a very personal choice, like
Yeah.
what you think is important. I may feel like it's not.
Yeah.
What you think is conceptually very
But
relevant
like
to you.
that, like that foresight or like that instinct also is important, like how to develop
Yeah,
that
of course.
instinct. Like
That
you
instinct-
definitely had the right instinct, like
Yeah. So that instinct, it actually comes by reading your notes and solving questions,
yeah,
like GTs. Because GTs give you an idea, past year questions give you an idea of the things which are actually important and things which are probably not covered in your notes. I mean, I'm sure the people who are, sort of making these notes, or the ones who are taking lectures, they are very well read. They know कि क्या important है क्या नहीं है important. So almost all the important things will be covered. The things that are not covered, you should add them in your notes, because the next time when you read it, you automatically emphasize on things where you've written a PYQ or something like that. So that is something you should definitely do. कि जो भी चीज़ नहीं है नोट्स में वो ऐड करो, जो भी रेलिवेंट चीज़ें हैं, स्पेशली सी पास्ट टॉपिक्स आर ऑलवेज रेलिवेंट, सो वो तो ऐड करना ही है. बट सम थिंग्स इफ यू फील लाइक यू सीन दिस क्वेश्चन टू मेनी टाइम्स in like your GTs or like whatever
it's a
module you
sign
make,
ki kar
it's a
lo.
sign that okay, just read it, do it, or add that topic from somewhere.
Yeah.
So like that.
And also, like, something that I've personally been experiencing is like as you're saying, like plateaus and like how to push past plateaus.
So you have to just realize where you are lacking. Like I realized I was lacking in terms of not solving enough questions. So I took that custom module thing up. I started solving questions. I started applying whatever content I had read to the questions, and that really helped me. So for a few people it might be the question arena where they're sort of lacking. For a few people it might be कि content ही ढंग से नहीं पढ़ रहे, and like so you really need to analyze the questions you get wrong. And that's why I come to like the most important thing about giving GTs is the GT review. Now what I did for half of my GTs was I'd be like, ठीक है, I've given a GT on Sunday. Throughout the week I'll give an hour or so and I will review the GT. But you shouldn't do that. Like the day you've given the GT, give 4 hours. Just sit down with the GT, see where you've gone wrong. Is it the question solving skill that you're unable to eliminate the options? Is it the fact that you're not able to recall? Or is it the fact that you just like simply can't apply the things that you've read in your like whatever notes and stuff to your MCQs? Or is it things that are like alien, like you have absolutely zero knowledge about it, kabhi suna nahi hai? So you really need to analyze those things and then you need to work on it. If you think कि याद ही नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब you're not reading your notes well. If you think that okay, this is an easy question but I was just not able to eliminate, you read the explanation and you understand that okay, fine, like this is how I should have thought. And for things that you haven't read, if you think that okay, this is actually a past year topic, it's not in my notes, then you just add it to your notes. And if you think that okay, it's not like very important, read the explanation, move on. Don't stress about it too much, just like move on, just like brush through it. जितना knowledge दिमाग में आ रहा है उतना लो, and if you remember it, well and good. If you don't, not a problem. So that way you need to categorize the questions. You need to think about what and where you're lacking, and then accordingly work on that. So that way, that's exactly how you should like sort of. It gives you a push then, like your marks increase.
So like you just need to sit down, like as you said, you were not solving enough questions. That was like something for you, and like for me, like when I was stuck, it was like I was not reading my notes, so I started reading my notes more thoroughly. So like you sit down and then you analyze and think like what's going wrong.
You sit down, you think, you also go subject wise. You see now, anesthesia for some reason always it used to come in the bottom 4. I don't know why. Like, even though I'd study, it would just I don't know, I would just get like 1 question correct out of 4.
I have this theory, okay, just tell me if it's right or wrong. So basically I feel like every single platform, like when they make their GTs, when they make their questions, like it's specially tailor made to like their notes. So like someone who's doing marrow notes like will get significantly more marks.
I think so, that is true. And that's why you should give an array of GTs. So if I had to tell like my thing, I gave marrow GTs. Like I used to give, most of my GTs were marrow. Towards the end, Prep Ladder releases these free mock tests. So I gave like 3 Prep Ladder mock tests as well. I gave 1 test from Bhatia. And DAMS also I gave 2 GTs. And I gave all the CBTs. So DAMS hosts these tests called computer based tests. They are the best because you are actually given a hall ticket. You have a center. So like my one center was like near the airport. So you have to have that in you कि ठीक है इतना दूर भी center आ सकता है. Then there was this one person who was sitting next to me. He was like constantly clicking on the, like he had this habit of going through all the questions and then solving it. So tuck आवाज of the mouse was also very annoying, but you like sort of get to sit through that. So the condition, like you get you sort of understand how your real exam might be. The questions are also really good in the CBT. and I really recommend that you should go give the CBT, and you will get
Yeah.
an idea. Like, it's a very nice approach to understand how your
Yeah.
actual exam might be conducted.
Yeah.
So I gave all the 3 CBTs. Like, there was one for INICET and 2 for DAMS.
Yeah.
So I sort of tested every platform so that I'm not like, you know, thinking according to Marrow.
Yeah.
So I didn't want
वही,
that.
like मेरे को ऐसे बहुत लगता है कि
Yeah.
like every platform is trying to create that kind of FOMO, like you know all notes have those specific facts,
Yes, of
like जो
course.
वही notes में कहीं नहीं है, and they tend to test those too.
Yeah. So the only way is you give like different platforms पे दो. The Marrow का interface is really good. Like if you
Yeah.
see the explanations are spot on. There's never like a discrepancy in the answer.
Yeah.
Everything's given very well.
Mhm.
So for most GTs, I used to give that. But then to have an experience of how different platforms का GTs are, you do that.
Mhm.
You give different platforms ka GT, like, so that you are not thinking that way. Like, you need to be ready for any sort of question that comes your way.
Yeah.
So, you know, you give GTs, you review the GTs,
Yeah.
and you see what subjects you're weak in, and you sort of work on them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I was really weak in Pharmac,
Hmm.
and I just didn't get the questions correct. And DAMS DVT में Pharmac is actually given very well.
Okay.
So if बाकी सब subjects का DVT मैंने 3 बार किया होगा, मैंने Pharmac का 5-6 बार किया,
Hmm.
and that really helped me.
Hmm.
So I would like do the DVT if there was something that I felt like ANS. I would always read my notes
Yeah.
because that's like the base,
Yeah.
and I felt that was important. And then I would do the DVT.
I feel like, you know, pharma and like even micro to a certain
Yeah.
extent are based on a lot of one-liners.
They are, yeah.
So, and the thing about micro is that something that I have observed, like you can correct me since I'm like in the
Yeah.
beginning stages of my prep. The thing about micro is that the like majority of the questions that they ask are from the things that you've done. But with respect to pharma, they can ask anything. Like
They can, yeah.
so like how to tackle stuff like this, like pharma, like मैं ऐसे सोचता हूँ कि भाई मतलब कुछ भी पूछने वाले हैं तो हर चीज़ का बेसिक्स पता हो जाए और एकदम फैंसी स्टफ में मुझे नहीं जाना है. So is that a good approach?
Yeah, so see, your notes are always going to be sufficient. Like, they have everything. All the basics are very well covered.
Yeah.
And I think your revision source, like DAMS DVT, it had, like, you know, you think that it's like 50-60 pages of Pharmac, but literally everything is covered in some way or the other.
Yeah.
So if you find that one thing for yourself, like that one revision tool, it can be like BTR. Like, a lot of people are doing BTR as a revision source,
Yeah.
but it's also quite comprehensive. And like, it's crazy to know that in 400 pages, all 19 subjects ka all the important stuff is covered.
Yeah. Did
So,
you do
no, I didn't do
BTR?
BTR because I already had started with DAMS DVT.
Yeah.
So I was okay with that.
Yeah, but like were you like familiar with BTR?
No, I had no idea. Like, I hadn't seen the
Yeah,
book only.
But now have you seen?
Yeah, I have
stuff?
seen the book, and like my other friends were quite happy with BTR.
Yeah.
Like, when they did it for their revision source for a few subjects like biochem, and they have these integrated medicine
Yeah.
sessions, or like,
Yeah.
you know, some sections are like that. So they were quite happy with that.
So, like going back, if like you would have started in the beginning and with the information that you have right now, would you do BTR?
Maybe as my revision source, I would.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Like, DAMS DVD was good.
Yeah.
For a few subjects, it was really good. For a few subjects, it was okay.
Yeah.
But BTR, maybe as a revision source, I would have. Like, if I would have done it from the beginning, then I might have like chosen it as my revision source.
Okay.
Yeah, but essentially, yeah, that's
I'm
about
just
it
like
for
testing
GTs.
your FOMO skills, and like you
Yeah.
have a really high willpower of like sticking to
Yeah,
what you.
because I feel like you need to keep your preparation simple.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. For me, I did DAMS, it worked out for me. My other friends, they did Marrow, it worked out for them. Some people are doing Marrow revision notes and they're adding stuff from the question banks, it's working out for them.
Yeah.
But just stick by your source. There is
Yeah.
nothing, like, there is no two thoughts about it.
Yeah.
If you're sticking by something, if you've read something,
Yeah.
have confidence, because these faculties, they were really well read.
Yeah.
Like, they've seen past year questions, they formulate their notes based on all of these things. So if you go in FOMO, it's really not going to help you. You're going to end up, you know, feeling very confused.
Yeah.
So if you decide a source, just stick by it,
Hmm.
believe in it. You're going to solve a lot of questions. You will get an idea, about where you're going wrong. There's always things you can add in your notes, there's always things you can subtract from your notes, but just stick by your source and keep your preparation as simple as possible. Because if you complicate it कि मेरे को ये टॉपिक यहाँ से पढ़ना है, फिर नहीं मैं GI सर्जरी का esophagus कहीं और, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like too
switching
much of
takes
thinking.
up a lot of energy.
It takes up a lot of energy, plus you're very familiar with the style of notes
Yeah.
that you've already been reading, so just trust it and किसी के बोलने पे मत जाओ, and don't like take a very radical step of like switching.
Yeah.
When you have the time, probably in like third minor, third major, when you're making your notes, that's the time when you see, you do now one, take a subject, do it from all sources, see whatever suits you the best, and then you
Yeah.
can like choose for yourself.
Yeah.
But once you decide, then you have to stick by it,
Yeah.
because there's no point in switching, because it will take double the amount of time and create a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
So that is one thing I would definitely want to say. Like, every source is okay till you have done it and till you are familiar with it.
Yeah. So like one subject that I would like to ask you about is medicine, because like medicine is very big,
It is.
and like I've read and I've seen videos where people have just skipped medicine, like
Yeah.
toppers have skipped medicine, and like I was planning to do the same.
Yeah.
Like as long as like questions through GTs and through PYQs and like nothing more than that.
Yeah.
So like what do you think about that?
So medicine as a subject, like you said, it's very vast. And there's a lot of overlap if you see.
Yeah.
Like, there's physiology, there's pharma,
Yeah.
there's patho. So if you do these subjects well, of course, like medicine में तुम्हारा हाथ बैठ जाता है. But I feel like there are a few things which are purely medicine
Yeah.
that you need to study from there. Like, for example, murmurs ही पकड़ लो. Like cardiology, I feel like there are so many things that are not covered in pharma, physio or patho.
Yeah.
So that you have to do like core medicine. But the good thing about medicine is if you understand things well, you don't need to do it again. Like for me, I remember I did cardiology and I was so like okay with it that towards the end, like I just gave thoda time to it and I was able to browse through the notes and I was like, okay, I know these things.
Yeah.
Only things where I have a little confusion I saw through, like I just saw those things.
So basically,
So-
जो conceptually and the things that you are confident
Yeah.
about, you should be able to not, like you should be okay with not doing them again. But जो important है,
Yeah.
जो नहीं आ रहा है, you should do that.
Yeah, you should do those things again.
Yeah.
Like people get confused in ABGA. So
Yeah.
you do ABGA, you read the content again, you solve a
Yeah.
few questions. So in medicine, I think it's a very nice thing that you get the liberty of choosing how much you want to
Yeah.
do. And, you know, repetitions may not be necessary in that subject.
Yeah. Like the same goes for surgery. Like since we are interns and like
Yeah.
we've done internship properly. Like I say, like sometimes like basic instincts are so important. Like
Yeah.
like when they ask what is the first thing you would do and the option has a CT, like you won't do a CT. You like
Yeah.
in an emergency room because like
Yeah,
stuff because you've done your posting.
Yeah, of course. So, see,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about NEET prep, like I said in the beginning, it's not just what you do in the internship.
Yeah.
It's like the knowledge you've accumulated over the years. It's your internship experience
Yeah.
as well, which sort of helps you make these, you know, instinctive choices.
Yeah.
So, of course, it is that way. And see, as far as medicine is concerned, like I said, you can be okay with skipping a few things, because the thing is, even in postings and stuff, if you look at medicine practical preparation, it is the most extensive out of every practical
Yeah.
preparation there is.
Yeah.
So you have been trained and you are already very well aware.
Yeah.
So it becomes very easy, and like you get that judgment eventually.
Yeah.
And as for surgery, yes, you get a little exposure, but for me, I found it very difficult to like just leave it and be like,
Yeah.
yaad hai. Because there are the names of so many procedures
Yeah.
for investigation of choices. What to do next?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Next best step.
Yeah, like
Those
that is
flow
where
charts.
everyone gets
Yeah.
like very confused.
Yeah.
So you need to read things again. You need to be conceptually very clear
Yeah.
about those things. So yeah, for surgery, I feel like you need to read it. Like you're not as comfortable in surgery as you are in medicine. That's what I
Yeah.
feel. So
Yeah. So like basically, one more thing about internship is that like my first posting was OBGY. Like first major
Yeah.
posting was OBGY, and in OBGY posting I was always enthusiastic. I was like always wanted to learn from patients. Like अभी like when we take patients for scans, like हम scan के बाहर जाके रुक जाते हैं. But like you know, I would not do that. I would
Yeah.
go inside I would ask the radiologist कि क्या है मुझे दिखाओ. तो एक बार like they were doing like an anomaly scan and like right ventricular problem and like changes they were showing me like. And then like once like I went and the resident showed me and said, what is this? Like I was not able to answer, and then she said ki it's a blighted ovum.
Okay, yeah.
So like, and uske baad like if like blighted ovum comes up anywhere, like I'm not gonna forget it.
Yeah.
But at the same time I think कि like इससे अच्छा कि बाहर रुक के मैं अपना पढ़ ही लेता. Yeah, sometimes I just feel कि क्यों इतना करना है, like बाहर बस मैं पढ़ लेता. So like I am always in that कि क्या करूँ.
Yeah.
ज़्यादा enthusiasm दिखाओ, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि if you are over enthusiastic कभी कभार तुमको एक्स्ट्रा काम दे भी देते हैं क्योंकि तुम ही सबके सामने दिखते हो.
So that is again like it's a choice you have to make.
Yeah.
Like even I remember during my Pete's posting and stuff, like I was posted in the baby room.
Yeah.
I would love to go on rounds and they'd show me like, you know, basic newborn baby findings.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Mongolian spots and stuff like that. So there was a lot of things that I saw. So for things where you're interested, I think it's okay to just like go observe, see how things work and to learn a few things, because like you said, once you learn those things in practice, you're never forgetting it. But then for things where you feel that, okay, this is something I just don't need to know, or if you think that you already know these things, or if you are particularly not feeling enthusiastic that day, so you can just like do your thing, study.
Like for me, it's like I can mold myself to do anything. Like,
yeah. So you can just decide if you think that you might actually gain something, because sometimes you have to wait for long hours, and there's actually like, no matter how much you go ask them, even they are so busy that they won't entertain all your questions and doubts.
Yeah.
So in that situation, it's just better to study. Like you know, maybe you can study blighted ovum from your notes, and you learn like 3-4 things more.
Yeah, because
like you learn about different types of abortions.
OBGYN radiology in the time that like.
Yeah. So that way you can like always plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the things where you're getting hands-on experience, like suturing ho gaya, then even cat sampling for that matter, like, you know, it's a basic skill that you should know as a doctor. So like these things you can always like see, learn. Then when people are putting central lines, sometimes they help you, like they tell you to assist them in putting central lines and things like that when they're intubating. So these are things that you should actively learn, because it's a good skill to have.
They are life skills. Yeah. They could probably save someone's
so
life.
I think that's the point about internship. Like any sort of basic emergency, you should at least be able to manage it at like a basic level.
Yeah.
Like if you know that एक patient है, chest pain का आया, you should know ECG कैसे निकालना है, क्या basic interpretation है, and what are the drugs that you're going to give immediately if you see any ST segment changes and things like that. So that is what internship like sort of teaches you, and those are the things that you should focus on. So yeah, and the times when you think that, okay, this is like you're just sitting and doing nothing, then of course you can read, solve question banks, because a lot of times in internship we are sent for calls where, you know, we're just like sitting doing nothing. So those times of course you can like sort of use it and solve questions or like do whatever you want to do study wise.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
And like, you know, a lot of the times like everyone's studying. Like I see like, you know, the people who take a drop for NEET PG, like I look at them studying. Like I am on a 24-hour ED and like I see them like multiple times and they are just in the library studying and doing nothing else. So sometimes I just feel कि इन लोग के सामने क्या ही कर लेंगे हम पढ़ के. So like how do you like manage to do more in less time?
So manage to do more in less time, well, that it really depends on how you're utilizing your days. I mean, look, there is no running away from internship, and you can just try your level best. I mean, beyond that, it really depends on paper कैसा आता है, तुम्हारे वो 3 घंटे कैसे जाते हैं. There are a lot of factors that are there, but I feel like you shouldn't compare yourself with other people. Like they are studying and you are also trying your best to do whatever you can. The understanding level, the concept, everything can be different for different people. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you think that you really put in everything, like there was nothing more you could do. Like that's what I felt at the end of my attempt. Like I remember before going to the exam, I was like, okay, I've like literally done whatever I could. During internship, jitna hua maine kiya. When I got that break ka duration of those 3-4 months, I did whatever I could. And there's nothing more I could have done in those circumstances at that time. So if you have that feeling by the end of it, I think there's nothing more you need. Like whatever the result is,
Yeah.
you're okay with it because you know that you've done whatever you could at that point
Yeah.
of time. So I think that's what I used to
Yeah.
think about. Like जितना मेरे से हो रहा है मैं करूँ.
So-
Because see, हर इंसान का capacity is different. Like my friends, the people, like one of my friends, he would like literally take क्या बोलते हैं, scan करता था वो अपने notes को, and he'd make like small PDFs.
हाँ.
So like whenever he'd get time, he'd just like read those PDFs. Like अभी suppose you're studying opthal and like तेरा retina, तेरा aim है कि तेरे को retina खत्म करना है, retina तक खत्म करना है, whatever.
तो PDF से
तो
basically
PDF
कहीं
से
भी
पढ़
वो
लेता था
पढ़
वो,
लिया,
कहीं
हाँ.
पे भी ये पढ़ लेता था.
हाँ.
But that wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
So I would just like solve questions, or I would just like sit with my friends, make a custom module of 100 questions or whatever, and we'd solve it. So that worked for me. So that way every person's different. So whatever works for you. If you think you can just like, sort of dissociate and you can like concentrate on that padhai, and you can like, stuff is actually getting registered in your brain. Go ahead, do that. If you think no, you want to solve questions in that time, you do that. So it's, at the end, it just comes down to you trying to do whatever you can and whatever's physically and mentally possible for you in that
Yeah.
given amount of time.
Right. So like, like we were talking about like the right mindset, like you were ki like there's nothing much I can do, and you
Yeah.
went to the exam with that kind of mindset. Like what was like, what were like the 24 hours like
Yeah.
before exam, like how was it, like what were
Yeah.
you thinking? And,
So this 11th
like,
August
I
attempt.
want you to go deep, like what
Yeah.
was I thinking, kya hai kya nahi?
Yeah. So like I said, I had a last 10-day revision, okay?
Huh.
And then I got to know my center was in Aurangabad. So I was like a little, okay, like I need to travel like before my exam. So 2 days before the exam, we went to Aurangabad, and like I had my schedule like जैसा था वैसा था. Like I think I was left with anatomy, dermat, and one more subject. I'm not able to remember. That was what I was supposed to cover in my last 2 days. So I did that, and like by 1 p.m. I was done with like revising all the subjects and things like that. And then I was like, okay, what do I do? So whatever I felt like doing, I was doing. Like there was FMG recall videos that I watched, and I was like, whatever I had to study, I have done like whatever I could. So now whatever, like I was just reviewing a few GTs, seeing what questions I got wrong. I was watching these FMG recall videos, and the past year questions, I was just sort of solving them. And that's what I did like throughout. And for some reason I was feeling very calm and like zen.
Why?
Because I did whatever I could, like I said.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing more I could have done at that point. And I was like, abhi itna I have studied, like I have done and the last 10 days they went according to my plan. Jitna ho raha tha utna I was doing, and I had like good question coverage and everything like that. I knew how to solve questions and everything. And also on like 1st August I gave one computer based test where I got like 165 questions correct, which is like my highest. So that also gave me like a boost that okay fine, like you get this score, or like वो sort of था कि try to beat this score in like the actual exam sort of a thing.
And
So-
like what was your actual
So
number?
I got 171 questions correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. So that
Yeah.
gave me like a boost.
Yeah.
And then throughout I was just taking it very easy, because see, the preparation happens in these months,
Yeah.
and the last 10 days are sort of days where you study for your own reassurance. Like they're not going to add a lot to
Yeah.
the amount of knowledge that you have, or the question solving skills. You've
Yeah.
already acquired all of those things.
Yeah.
So they are sort of just reassuring कि ठीक है, आखिरी 10 दिन में मैंने एक क्विक रिविजन कर लिया, देख लिया सब कुछ, जो वॉलेटाइल चीज़ें थी वो भी पढ़ ली,
Yeah.
and all of those things. So that's what I did. Like I went by my plan. Like I said, DVT I did like I glanced through all my notes, saw all PYQs, and watched all videos and stuff. So I was like, ठीक है, like it's okay now. And of course, like when you enter the exam hall, it's like very scary and daunting. But like 10 minutes before the exam, I was just thinking about like absolutely random things. And
Like padhai related or
no, not padhai related. Like just like in general, I was just talking to people around me and things like that. And then when the exam started, this really helped me. I took each question at its own merit. वो question है, my only objective is to get that question correctly, to eliminate options correctly. That's all. And then move on to the next question.
Yeah.
So that really helped me कि मैं हर question, I was like just seeing what that question was and then moving on to the next
Yeah,
question.
you won't think कि ये paper कैसे जा रहा है,
Yeah,
कितना
I
time-
really
yeah.
wasn't thinking about all of that.
Yeah.
So that really helped me, because I would solve that question, I would forget about it, I would move on to the next question. then
Yeah.
only while reviewing I would see all the questions again. Because you know, a lot of people face this problem where if there was a tough question or something like that, it would really hamper their ability to solve the easy questions, and they would second guess themselves there. So I think that's something I didn't do. Like, I did not second guess myself on a single question.
Yeah.
And
How?
again, this is what GTs taught me. Like, in GTs, I would change 35 questions, 35 answers I would change.
Yeah.
I would get 25 to 30 wrong out of it.
Yeah.
So the time I learned that I really need to trust myself.
Yeah.
And in my NEET, I think I only changed like 3 to 4 answers.
Yeah.
So that was like a huge, jump for me that, okay, I've actually learned from my GTs.
Yeah.
So you need to really personalize and tailor your GT experience and take things that are really important for you and like really analyze. Like this, I realized while I was solving GTs that, okay, what I marked previously was what I was actually thinking, and that is the correct approach to that question.
Yeah.
So that is what you should be thinking, and like you really need to learn how to back yourself.
Yeah. So
So-
like I think like practicing questions is and
Yeah.
giving GTs is all about like that more than like getting like learning stuff and like testing yourself.
Yeah.
And like I would like to ask you like how do you approach if you are giving a GT, like how do you approach it? Like do you like, if suppose like, do you do all questions at once, or do you leave like if you know ki I might know this answer but I don't want to do this right now,
Yeah.
you come back to it, or like how do you approach?
So now the NEET ka new pattern is basically you get 40 questions in 42 minutes.
Yeah.
So like you have those questions available only for that
Yeah.
limited duration of time. And for me personally, I don't like leaving a lot of questions. So when other questions would be like 200 in one go, I would at least get an idea that okay, I can leave like 10 questions max. But here it is a very risky affair because you
Yeah.
don't know how your sections are going to be.
Yeah.
So I told myself that maximum I'm going to leave 2 questions per section. I will not leave more than that because for me
Yeah.
it was very important to
On
mark
basis
questions.
of what, like what makes you leave a question?
So that is a very good question actually.
Yeah.
So if there is something I know,
Yeah.
I will mark it.
Yeah.
Now in these there are 2 types of questions. Not 2 types, there are more types, but essentially there's a factual question. You go by your gut. If they're telling you ये world tobacco day कब है, तुमको जो दिमाग में आ रहा है तुम वही mark करना, because your gut is going to say the right thing. If you overthink those questions, you will not get it
Yeah.
correct. If there are questions which are clinical, you read every single word properly.
Yeah.
You don't miss things at all. Like, there was a question in my NEET where there's hyperpigmented knuckles. If you see hyperpigmented knuckles, what will you think?
IDA.
Vitamin B12 deficiency and some
Yeah.
sort of like,
Yeah.
an anemia basically.
Yeah, anemia.
But then you read the question further, you have a bias.
Yeah.
But then when I read the question further, I see the BP is like
Yeah.
80 by, something.
Yeah.
Like 80 was a systolic BP.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, this is probably Addison's disease because that is
Yeah.
one of the options. And
Yeah.
because of excess ACTH, there's hyperpigmentation.
Yeah.
So you have to see each and every detail of the
Yeah.
question and not form a bias because there are a
Yeah.
few words which are favoring towards like one answer and you're very tempted to mark that.
Yeah.
So you don't do that. You read the entire question properly
Yeah.
in terms of clinical scenarios. So that is something. If a question I was 50-50, I would
Yeah.
attempt that question
Yeah.
because that's a good, it's a good probability for me
Yeah.
to mark an answer. And I think you should do that.
And like, what if like I am able to eliminate one option and like I have 3?
So if you have 3 options, then again, I think you should think. And if I'm sort of reaching like a 50-60% conclusion, I would mark it.
Yeah. And
If
like,
there's something I haven't heard only at all,
Yeah.
तो मैं छोड़ दूंगी वो.
And
So
like,
that way.
how many questions did you leave?
I left only 2 questions in NEET.
And
So I attempted
in
198.
GTs, on an average, how many did you leave?
5 to 7.
5 to 7. That's good.
Yeah. So again, GTs is a way in which I experimented everything.
Yeah.
I left 10 questions. I left 7 questions. I attempted all questions.
Yeah.
So I did all those like conservative attempting, aggressive attempting.
Yeah.
Saw what worked for me. And I realized that I just cannot leave questions.
Yeah.
So then that is how I based my entire strategy.
Yeah.
So again, GTs help you in that way where you really need to sort of extract all this information from, your attempt. कि तुम कितना कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
And is this working for you?
Yeah. And
So that
also,
way.
like, I'd like to ask you, like, what is, like, when you give a GT, like, there's 3 things that you get, like, the number of correct questions, like, your rank and your percentile.
Yeah.
So, what's the most important out of all of these?
For me, it was the number of questions I got correct.
Yeah.
Because that is essentially translating to how my prep was.
Yeah.
And like for me, I wanted to have that sort of comparison with myself than with other people first. So first I would see the number of questions I got correct. Then I would see the percentile. कि ठीक है, like was it a tough GT for everyone या सिर्फ मेरे को ही tough गया है? But for me the most important thing was how many questions am I getting correct, which automatically sort of helps tell me that how well have I read my notes and how well have I solved my questions.
Yeah.
So that way.
Okay.
So that was like the most important thing for me while giving a GT.
Oh, and like, like what percentile or like what this thing, like what number of questions correct were you like planning, or like were you targeting, or were you just like कि मुझे last time से एक बस like एक भी ज़्यादा, या last time से I want to do better than myself?
Yeah, so I like towards the end the GTs that I gave, I wanted to jump like 4-5 questions minimum. Like I really wanted that ki, okay, I'm like revising things more, solving more questions. So I wanted to see that sort of improvement in my GT score, where like I'm getting like at least minimum 5 questions correct. And I wanted to attain a minimum of 160 questions correct in NEET, because I was like above that it would be like a nice I'd be in a good position basically. So that was always the aim. Like 150 के ऊपर is good, but 160 plus like you're safe sort of a thing.
Yeah.
So
And
that
like,
way.
Like now that like this NEET has happened, obviously people had more time to prepare for it.
Yeah.
The paper was difficult, so everything was atypical about this NEET.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Yeah. So if you were like me, and if you were to prepare with all of this information, what would you do? Like,
so like
What-
I said,
yeah.
a lot of people, they would rely only on past year, like they'd solve past year questions, and they would do like some revision source, like either DVD or BTR or whatever, and they'd go for the exam. But I feel like this exam really told you need to know your notes, because there were things. See, atypical questions are always going to be there in every exam. Some proportion of questions you have to go on guesswork, and you have to apply your knowledge. Like कहीं directly नहीं लिखा होगा, but कहीं ना कहीं पढ़ के I'm sure you'd reach a
Yeah.
conclusion. But for those other questions, a few questions were not there in any revision source.
Yeah.
So you had to know your notes well.
Yeah.
So I would do my notes really well,
Yeah.
because you know the thing about these revision sources
Yeah.
is that they were based on 2023 NEET,
Yeah.
which was like an easy paper.
Yeah.
It was like past year topic based. But every paper is not going to be like that.
Yeah.
So the content and the information, that's not changing.
Right.
Like the topics में change कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा topic पूछ रहे हैं, ये कम पूछ रहे हैं. But वो content तो नहीं बदलने वाला है.
Content नहीं बदलता है.
तो वो content ही अगर तुम पढ़ोगे,
हाँ.
then you can apply it in whichever way possible.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing breast cancer, you just don't need to know कि radiotherapy का क्या है. तुम पूरा holistically topic पढ़ रहे हो, तो
पूरा ही
कोई भी
पढ़ेंगे,
topic
हाँ.
से कुछ भी question आया,
हाँ.
तो तुम वो answer कर पाओगे.
सही है.
So that way.
तो वही हो जाता है कि like अगर previously only 5 loads पूछा है and you leave बाकी सब, but breast cancer like topic is
The
important,
topic is important.
not the
yeah.
question or
the
not the
question.
subtopic that has been asked.
For sure, yeah. Like if phyllos is asked, you need to know all the benign breast conditions.
Yeah, and like
So-
मेरा ये मानना है कि like you know ऐसे like एक point of time मेरे mind में आया कि मतलब अभी NEET was difficult, and like if I do like more, there's a high probability कि मेरा better होगा, but मेरे को एक realize हुआ कि I'm an intern and this is not possible. So like what is the most high yielding stuff that I can do, and that is notes, like nothing
Absolutely.
beyond that.
Notes and questions.
Yeah.
I mean, that is literally it.
Yeah.
And towards the end, have a revision source, so you get that satisfaction ki okay, I know something of everything,
Yeah.
sort of a thing. But yeah, notes, question banks, GTs, and that revision source.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, that is all your preparation should consist of.
Yeah.
And you can also give subject-wise tests. And you can like plan your revisions in a way like if you think you're confident about a subject, start with a subject-wise test. Go retrograde.
Yeah.
See कितना याद है.
Yeah. So like
Things like that.
like in subject wise tests, like obviously like since you've chosen Marrow for MCQs and tests,
Yeah.
but like here we have like multiple options, like you know there's like subject wise tests that Marrow gives you, but also there's like TNDs like dams and all,
Yeah.
dams, cerebellum and like whatnot they give
Yeah.
you. So like what is your preferred this thing?
So for questions, like I said, I always found Marrow better in
Yeah.
a way. But damn, so I did Marrow subject-wise tests, as many subjects as I could give, I did it. So I at least get a broad idea. And again, see, when you solve the custom modules, you're essentially doing PYQs again.
Yeah.
So you need to sort of keep giving yourself a different set of questions.
Yeah.
So GTs, like I said, is one source. One source is subject-wise tests. And third, I used to make this custom module where I had like 40 questions, all tags, everything,
Yeah.
like all subjects, all tags.
Yeah.
So that way also you get like a mixed bag of questions,
Yeah.
which you just solve
Like
for
1/4 of a GT, like a mini GT.
yeah, like a mini GT that you give every day when you're like chilling or like
Yeah.
whatever. So that is what I did to like keep exposing myself to different set of questions.
That custom modules in exam mode or like regular mode?
I did it in exam mode. So pehle I do it in regular mode, but the thing is in regular mode you don't think enough. You're very tempted to click
Yeah,
and
because
it's
immediately
instant.
answer
Yeah.
aa jayega.
So exam mode mein I used to give these custom modules, and I'd like so I used to do it with my friends, and we'd like one day I'd make the custom module mein sab dalti thi. Then one day we'd put all the surgical subjects. Then one day we'd put subjects jo पिछले हफ्ते में पढ़े. So just like keep doing random things in those 15-20
Bas
minutes.
karo, like,
But just like expose yourself to a different set of questions that you don't know.
yeah.
So that is like a good thing that you should do. And then each platform towards the end, they offer you different things. Like DAMS had its Telegram groups, and there'd be quizzes on the Telegram group. So every day in the morning, like 5 minutes when you're drinking your coffee, solve kar lo, 10 question ki baat hai. You do that. And I think 2-3 questions also came out of like those quizzes.
Yeah.
Then DAMS also started this mini TND thing.
Okay.
25 questions ka TND. So it was like a test and discussion thing. Then they started these DVT based tests.
Okay.
So I do that as well to know that if I'm well versed with my DVT, because DVT has the important PYQ high yield stuff. So when I'm solving those quizzes, I know that okay, ठीक है ये पता है मुझे.
Yeah.
So those things also I did towards
so
the
every
end.
platform takes care.
Every
of
platform does
its-
take care, and I feel like everything's gonna be the same more or less. It's
Yeah.
all about what you are comfortable with. If a few people are comfortable with cerebellum and BTR, then they'd prefer doing the TNDs and the subject-wise tests they offer. But at the end of the day, I would just like to say that number one, stick by your own source, and number two, keep giving yourself different
Yeah.
questions, and don't be too set on a platform. Like if you think cerebellum GTs are good, you make sure to expose yourself to at least a few GTs from DAMS, Marrow, and Prep Ladder.
Yeah.
So at least in GTs you can explore.
Yeah.
So you know how what type of questions are being asked.
Yeah. And like, did you ever have INI CET in mind, or like what?
So I did for a very brief duration of time, but then I realized that I didn't have enough time to prepare for INI CET. So like I think like 15-20 days before INI CET, I watched DAMS ka DVT, and I only did DVT and I went, which was of course not enough at all.
Yeah.
And like I said, like before INI CET, my notes ka revision was very haphazard because of internship. So it was actually after INI CET when I properly started like my revision, and like I did this like one very quick revision where I did the notes and the questions.
Yeah.
So it really like it wasn't in my mind that much, but yeah, because I wasn't well prepared. Matlab,
Yeah. And like if you were to prepare for INI CET, how would your approach be? कि INI भी करना है, NEET भी करना है, like.
so I think INI, no, it's a lot of people actually are saying that जो NEET है, the evening batch especially, it was at par with INI CET.
Yeah, ऐसे like people love
So-
to speculate on Twitter पे बोल रहे थे कि exam setters were same, this, that, there's not much
Yeah.
of a difference.
So
like
that's
people have
what-
been saying कि FMG, INI, NEET, PG has been like merged,
Yeah.
like PYQs, PYTs, everything.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it all comes down to you reading your notes well, and instead of just doing NEET PYQs, also do INI PYQs. Then there's a lot of INI recall videos that you can watch and things like that, and you do get an idea. Like Pharmac mein that INI, they lean towards monoclonal antibodies. They might ask. NEET mein they wouldn't ask.
Yeah.
So when you solve those type of questions, you exactly know what things to stress on while preparing for INI CET.
Yeah.
And INI CET also has a lot of weightage of pre and paraclinical subjects.
Yeah.
So you need to be sort of thorough with those. And yeah, I think it's the same thing. Like not a lot of difference in terms of the resources that you use. The content is the same, but maybe question solving
And depth.
and depth.
Yeah.
are the two things that you can always like sort of modify. But
so like,
the
were you
base
giving
remains the
INI
same.
GTs and all?
I actually did give INI GTs, but since I wasn't prepared, I think I got like 130, 135 questions correct before
Okay.
like the INI mock GT that was there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But the base is the same. That's for sure, like 100%.
Yeah, you know, like तू जो advice दे रही है, like it's really simple, and like
Yeah.
मेरे को ऐसे लग रहा है कि like the best advice is so simple that you tend to ignore it.
Absolutely. Like you get driven in FOMO and all of these
Like
things.
तुमको ऐसे लगता है कि कोई चीज अगर बहुत complicated है, so that works, like your brain like thinks
Yeah.
कि पहले ऐसे करो, then you do this, then you do that, and then you do this.
Yeah.
So like multiple steps, but like you've kept things pretty simple, and
Yeah.
wo, like now I'm realizing how important it is to keep things simple, because jitna, like this is my observation, you can just say that like if I'm
Yeah.
right or no, कि जितना तुम सिंपल चीज़ों को रखोगे उतना ज़्यादा टाइम तुमको एक्चुअल पढ़ने के लिए मिलेगा.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like एक्चुअल पढ़ना is the most important.
for sure.
And if you
because-
have a simple strategy, it is just gonna enable you to study the right things for like more times.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember in final year, okay, this is just an example on the same lines. We had our university exams, and I had like my textbook Bulur, I had Quest notes, I had DAMS notes, and I used to sit down and see like हर question कहाँ सबसे अच्छे से दिया है,
हाँ.
and that would take a lot of my time.
Yeah.
So it's better to just like stick by one thing.
Yeah.
And if your concepts are clear, you can always just like write and apply.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really feel that you should like keep it as simple as possible,
Yeah.
and you should see what's working for you,
Yeah.
because each and every person is going to have his own personalized, individual,
Yeah.
tailored approach. So you really need to see what's working for you, and you need to then decide how to do things.
Yeah.
If you think that okay, this like giving GTs this frequently is working
Yeah.
for me, do it.
Yeah.
But keep it very simple. Make a timetable. You know, don't just be like open-ended, because if you make a timetable, you're grounded.
Yeah, you have
know
a deadline.
You
and
have a deadline.
Yeah.
You know that you're supposed to finish your revision itne time mein plus minus a few days.
Yeah.
So, and of course, it's very stressful. Like I panic a lot. I stress a lot. Like I remember
Yeah.
when it was on 23rd June, every alternate day I used to be so stressed that I'm literally sitting and studying every day, but things are not happening only. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so aims are not getting completed. But it's okay. Like if you're 85% like close to your aim, it's okay. You can give like अगले दिन 1-2 घंटे extra दे दो and complete it,
Yeah.
and then you move on to the next thing.
And like मेरे को एक चीज पूछना है कि like suppose like you decide कि I have to do X like 100 things in a week, and वो 100 things में से 80 things are complete, but your week is over. Like suppose like you decided to do medicine
Yeah.
this week, and medicine का 80% cover हुआ, and next week you've decided that you're gonna do surgery. तो वो medicine का जो बचा हुआ है उसके लिए एक extra day दे या surgery शुरू करे.
Yeah, so that really depended on how much time I have, like how ahead I'm in my schedule और how behind I am. तो अगर मेरे को लगता था कि मेडिसिन मेरे पास नहीं है इतना टाइम to do all the notes, I would just do the DVT for those topics. So I'm at least like well versed, and then I would make sure that in my next revision I'm starting with the topics that I didn't do
Yeah.
properly in my previous revision.
Yeah.
So in a way पूरा हो जाता था cover. So I think that is what you should do. Like keep a deadline, keep a timetable, don't be too hard on yourself. And I made this mistake in the first reading where I would leave things. Like I would be like, okay, my deadline is up, and I would just leave subjects midway. Topics to choda, I have also left subjects midway, which then I realized in the subsequent readings that I can't do that. So in my first revision, I got acquainted to the fact कि ठीक है, I'm going to complete a subject no matter कितना भी time लगे. Like बहुत ज़्यादा भी नहीं, but 1-2 दिन ज़्यादा I would give myself. So even if my timetable was pushed by 10-15 days, I was okay with it till I was finishing the revision of all these subjects. And then later in my second revision, I was okay. Like things were happening as per my plan. So I got an idea about those things. But I would definitely recommend that your first reading is one of the most important. So things that I didn't do in my first reading, I had a lot of problem in my first revision because
Yeah.
मेरे को कुछ idea ही नहीं था इतना.
Yeah.
That is spend more time. उससे अच्छा just spend time in your first reading, get acquainted to things, and then first revision onwards you'll automatically see how fast and better things are
Yeah.
becoming. So you should definitely do that, where you know, and the thing is, no, once you start reading, you automatically realize what's important, what's not important, and you sort of set your things priority wise. And the priority can be based on PYTs, based on the question banks, or based on your knowledge about things. So that way also you can sort of like set your day
Okay.
and decide to do the things that you're weak at, or things that you haven't done properly first.
Yeah.
And the things that you have done properly वो automatically फटाफट हो जाता है.
We've just been like speaking about planning and हम planning के ही बारे में, like whether it is कहाँ से क्या चीज़ पढ़नी चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, this is all planning. And now I want to speak about execution. कि like मैंने सुना कि तू 12 14 घंटे पढ़ती थी,
Yeah.
वो कैसे, like how?
So that was not throughout. It was like before NEET, like
Yeah.
May, June, and then again it got postponed. So June and July as well. So that was
Yeah.
the time when I would study for that long amount of time, and I would keep myself very flexible. Like I would read the content, and if I think I'm getting bored, I would take up questions. And I would always, sort of keep a mixed approach. Like
Yeah.
especially towards the end, I solved a lot of questions. And I also read my notes. And then I used to like sort of, interpose that. Kabhi
Yeah.
bore ho raha hai, GT review kar leti thi.
Yeah.
Then a few times when I'm, I had to do the custom module, like that was a compulsion for me. Like मुझे करना ही था वो रोज. Because like you get a very nice perspective and you feel good that आ रहे हैं questions correct. Random questions भी correct आ रहे हैं. So that is what I would like sort of put in between my preparation and things like that. So I would just like, not just stick with my notes all the time. I would put questions beach mein, which really helped me not get bored.
So basically, like when people, agar suppose you're studying medicine and you're doing your notes, like people get bored of doing their notes and they
Yeah.
take a break. But instead of doing that, you would just do something else, and
Yeah,
that
I would just do
yeah.
something else. Yeah, that's for sure. Like I would try to do
that's a
that.
hack.
Or I would just like speak to someone, discuss a topic,
Yeah,
and do something study related so I don't lose the groove, but I'm also not getting bored at the same time.
yeah,
So that way, because the thing is, the content is so much, you need to put in the hours.
yeah,
Like it's physically impossible to browse through क्या बोलते हैं, a large variety of things in a very short duration of time. So you have to put in the hours. There is no excuse. But you can always like sort of, take a multifold approach so you don't get bored. And also things are getting covered, because it's a thing where सिर्फ content पढ़ के कुछ नहीं होगा, सिर्फ question solve करके कुछ नहीं होगा,
हाँ,
सिर्फ GTs देके कुछ नहीं होगा.
हाँ,
तुमको questions, GTs, content सब साथ में करना है. And it has to be an approach where everything has like it needs to be working together.
yeah,
You need to review your GTs.
yeah.
So एक ही चीज़ करके तो नहीं होगा. तो it's good if you have like a little of everything every day.
Yeah, and since you were doing limited things in the first place, like you had very limited options to choose from.
Yeah.
So that was also one thing. Like you did whatever you did it properly.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was one thing. And one more thing, like if you were to sum it up, like what are the things that you did right and other people who might have been better than you? Like it's like being better is a very subjective thing.
Yeah,
because
of course.
there's only one exam and there's like 100 different variables. But like a few important things that you did right and like a lot of people did wrong.
Firstly, I started making my notes really early. So before internship, I wasn't very worried about where I will study from. Like, of course, Padna is always difficult and the start is difficult, but at least I had the source ready. So that is one, I think that was one of the best decisions that I
you had
made.
sharpened your axe basically.
Yeah, so I was ready. Like I had everything in front of me. बस अब book उठा के पढ़ने का देरी था. So that was the first thing I did right. Number 2, I didn't read my notes till the very end. I didn't, go into FOMO कि ये ही source sufficient है तो इतना ही कर लेती हूँ. What I started with, I ended my prep also with the same thing.
Yeah.
So that was good. Number 3, I realized the importance of GTs late, but I started giving them.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't review it very properly, which is like a con, and I would really recommend everyone to review your GTs properly, because there's nothing like doing that. And also make a 20th notebook where you're writing the things you get wrong. Because one of my friends, he made his 20th notebook, by summing up all the questions he got wrong in GTs. 20 questions came in neat out of his 20th notebook, which is like a huge number. So that really worked. So that is something I didn't do, which I would recommend people to do. Then solve a lot of questions, whatever suitable for you. If you think you want to review question banks, karo. if you think you want to make custom modules which like worked for me, you definitely do that.
Yeah.
So, and keep your preparation very simple, don't complicate it at all.
Yeah.
Like notes hai, questions hai, GTs hai. In तीनों के अलावा I don't think there's anything else that you need to
Yeah.
sort of do. And also one more thing that I would want to say is watch your past year videos. Like in DAMS, I think there's a section where you have recall videos from NEET exams, INI-CET exams. When you're free, you know, and you're bored to study, just watch those videos. So like, and one more thing that I didn't like really have a break in my prep sort of a thing. Like I would try to do something
Yeah,
or the
like,
other.
you always had momentum.
I always had momentum. Like a lot of like relatively, if you see, तो break हुआ है. But in the bigger picture, I never was like मैं बस एक महीने के लिए पढ़ना ही छोड़ दूँ. That was never the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of course there were.
You never gave up, basically.
Yeah, I never gave up. It is a very difficult thing to do because there are so many things going around you.
Yeah.
But if you like just sort of try and like just keep doing something every day,
Yeah.
and if you have it in your mind, if you've planned your extension well, and if you are ready to give it your all in those last 2 months, I think it's an attainable thing
Yeah.
if you've built your base well. So that, and yeah, so that's pretty much the thing. Like your content matters.
Yeah, so now you've said what all you did right, but
Yeah.
what do people do wrong?
So I think people run behind a lot of sources. They think that it, मतलब they just think that ये इधर से अच्छा दिया है and FOMO में आ जाते हैं. That is something I didn't do, number one. Number two, I think I was a good mix of perfection and repetition. Like initially, I wanted everything to be perfect, pit-pat and very thorough.
Yeah.
But later I realized that the number of times I read it is also important.
Yeah.
So towards the end, I think I attained that really sweet balance of, you know,
Yeah,
being
yours-
pit-pat
Yeah.
and also being fast in revising things.
Yeah.
So you really need to have a good balance of both of these things. You can't just be like, मैं एक ही reading करूँगा but perfect करूँगा, and you can't just be like, मैं 15-20 reading करूँगा but मैं बस glance कर रहा हूँ. So you need to attain that sweet balance for yourself. That's a place where I think a lot of people go wrong. Thirdly, not giving enough GTs and not reviewing those GTs well is where people go wrong. And also like just giving up and being like, you know, if there's an easy way forth, like if you have a revision source and if they're saying कि guarantee है कि सब questions से निकल जाएंगे, you're very tempted to opt that. And a lot of people do that. Like they just opted and they sort of leave their main notes aside, which is something you shouldn't do. So just like stick by whatever, you know, you have decided and whatever you're doing, because it's going to be enough. With this, you know, whole round approach and this all round approach that you sort of take where you're doing everything, it is going to be enough. Because you're going to add things to your notes, you're going to solve a lot of questions, you're going to do GTs. मतलब कितना ही कर लोगे तुम at the end of the day. It's all about how you apply the information and how you solve your questions
Yeah.
well. So
yeah, getting questions right is the ultimate aim.
it is the ultimate
and
aim,
like
yeah.
keeping things simple so that you get there is
Yeah.
what's important. And like, you know, kaisa hai ki like you are fresh from your exam and like you've had wonderful insights. Even though they've been simple, they are very potent.
Yeah.
So like I just want to ask you, like, just like kuch bhi, if you have, just say it. Like if anything
Yeah.
is coming to your mind, like any tips, hacks,
So,
whatever.
It's essentially this, like, you know, you keep your preparation simple, and like you said, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to get those questions correct.
Yeah.
So just learn how to eliminate and go
Yeah.
by your gut and read the questions carefully, because you will not believe that you can easily eliminate 50% of the options if you read the question correctly. So
yeah.
having knowledge is important, but also being able to apply it
Yeah.
and sort of eliminating your answers well is the important thing. So if I had to sum everything up, it is number one, content that we've already covered. Questions is important. GTs are important. And in the end, I feel towards the end of the prep, if there's some like mini TND or someone who's like giving you these quizzes every day, do that. Maybe your knowledge pool will not increase, but the confidence will increase. Because you see yourself getting questions correct, and then it automatically boosts your confidence. And I feel like you should have these confidence boosters. So, you know, whenever I would be down, I would give a GT, which my friends would tell me it's easy, just to boost my confidence, because that's important in your prep. Like there are 100, you know, times when you can like sort of lose hope. But even if you get that one sort of thing where you're performing well, you think that okay, you know what, I got
You
this.
hold on to
Yeah,
it,
you
yeah.
hold on to it, you think that you
Yeah.
got this, and you build it from there on.
Yeah, positive
So
reinforcement.
yeah, like that's very important, and that works for me
Hmm.
really well. So I think all in all, just like be very simple with your approach
Yeah.
and do things well, do things fast,
Hmm.
and take whatever you can from your GTs,
Yeah.
like just like full nichodify it, and you know, like
Yeah,
just
जो भी
like
है, like,
जो
make
भी
the
है,
most out of
extract
it, yeah.
it and put it to use in like your final NEET exam.
Yeah.
And be very calm during your exam. Like, do not get flustered. It's a very difficult thing because, like I said, I used to be stressed every alternate day. I used to cry. I used to be like, why are things not happening? But on the day of the exam, those 3 hours at the end of the day, they determine everything.
Yeah.
सब लोगों के पास knowledge almost equal आता है.
हाँ.
Question solving skills almost equal आ जाते हैं. There's no discrepancy in that. But those 3 hours, जितना calm, जितना composed तुम हो, and जितना अच्छे से तुम वो question देख पा रहे हो and solve कर पा रहे हो, that is the thing that decides, you know, your rank.
Yeah.
I feel like those
How
3
were
hours.
your 3 hours? Like, कैसे था?
It
3.5,
was,
whatever.
like I said, every question I was seeing at my
Yeah.
own merit. There were questions which were like tough, and I was very tempted to, like, you know, mark it, but I was taking a very क्या बोलते हैं, calculated call,
Yeah.
and in that, so overall it was a very zen experience. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get flustered, and I was like, I feel very happy. Like, it's a huge win for a person like me to not get flustered on the day of the exam when it like sort of matters the most. So that was like a huge win for me. And you know, when you come out of the exam, I did not get these many questions correct,
Yeah.
but I knew that I had performed well. I knew I'd get
Yeah.
something, like
Yeah.
kuch to ho jayega.
Yeah.
So I feel like at the end of the day, I was just very like shant,
Yeah.
like just taking each section, one section at a time, one question at a time, and trying to eliminate things as much as possible. And yeah, also one thing I would want to say, that from your GTs, you devise a strategy. So towards the end, I gave these GTs where, you know, you have like 40 questions, 42 minutes and whatever. So in that, I realized what works well for me is solving all the questions in like 20-25 minutes and giving myself 15 minutes for review. Like, for me, it's very important to like just see if I haven't missed anything in the question, and see what I've marked is like correct or not.
Yeah, बस question एक बार देख लो, अच्छे से
क्वेश्चन
पढ़
देख लो, पढ़ लो,
Yeah.
एंड जो चीज़ फिर मेरे को लगता है कि मेरे को इस क्वेश्चन को टाइम देना है, फिर एंड में मैं रखती थी अपने पास
हाँ.
10 से 15 मिनट
But
की.
ऐसे नहीं कि like अगर तुम्हारा first instinct है तो you should second guess that.
या डोंट सेकंड गेस योर फर्स्ट इंस्टिंक्ट.
Like if कोई नया information reveal हुआ है in your
Then of
review,
course.
yeah, then
Yeah.
it changes everything. Then
Yeah.
करना is ये.
Yeah, but if you
But
marked
like,
something, just like sort of stick by your gut.
Yeah.
That's what I did. If there's something I missed in the question, then of course I'd change my answer.
Yeah,
Like I
because
told
like
you that.
Marrow has this changed answer thingy at the end of your
Yeah.
GT. So you change
Exactly.
these many answers, and like मेरे लिए and for you it has always been कि like जितना change किया वो गलत ही
वो
आया
गलत ही
है.
आया है, sort of a thing. So I think that is very important. So that was my strategy throughout. There's a
Yeah.
clock, so you can. And yeah, another thing, I was very habitual to having a pen and paper in front of me while solving the GT. But NEET में नहीं होता है वैसा.
नहीं
You just
होता
have like a mini calculator on top. You no pen, no paper. So, and I have a thing of writing things, eliminating things, calculating on the paper, and all of those things. So you also need to get used to that fact that you're not going to have a pen and paper in front of you. So you just need to think at your feet, and you need to use a calculator for whatever
Like-
small calculations which are like
Yeah.
sort of there in the exam.
And like
So that
you
way.
know, I wanted to ask you like if you were to start like right from like just you've passed 12th and like what is like every year how would you approach MBBS as well as like NEET PG?
So
If you were sure about doing NEET PG from first year itself.
So I think I would do the same thing, like, you know, keep my topics like
बस
very
notes
clear.
ready.
नोट्स रेडी रखो अपने
Yeah.
अच्छे से, एंड जो तुम उसमें पढ़ रहे हो, लाइक फॉर फर्स्ट और सेकंड, आई थिंक वी ऑल स्टडी फ्रॉम टेक्स्ट बुक्स इटसेल्फ.
Yeah.
So have that knowledge properly, and if you think that you can like make and build concepts from the very beginning, do that,
Yeah.
because you really never know the things that you remember and the way that you remember things. Like in a lot of subjects, you just have that memory that okay, you've done this, so you will not believe kitna easy ho jata hai to, you know, sort of do those same things when you're preparing for NEET PG.
Yeah.
So just like do your first year, second year, minor, major well, do those subjects well, and you don't realize but university exams करते हैं help मतलब
Yeah.
at least idea तो आ जाता है even though we all do markings and like only
Yeah.
the past year questions
Yeah,
and
like
things
NEET
like
PG
that.
is also like sophisticated markings only.
Yeah.
Like textbooks and these like apps are giving you markings only of the things that are
Yeah.
important.
So that way तो
Yay. And like now I'm gonna end it with the cheesiest question.
yeah
Like for someone who's passed final year, ठीक है, you've passed final year average.
yeah
Like because final year is so variable, but
It is,
yeah,
for sure.
they did their best in final year. Like
Yeah.
suppose you've done your best in final year, but internship से लेके अब तक कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है और अभी शुरू करना है, तो कैसे?
okay so like internship में शुरू करना है basically
Yeah, internship में नहीं, like internship is done. Like we are in what? September is ending, October शुरू हो रहा है, and अभी पढ़ाई शुरू करना है, तो कैसे?
okay so I think
And like
then
I'm asking you this question because like people who've not studied in their internship and who are starting now are in the same boat.
yeah and the thing is NEET might be in June so you might get an extra few months and I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like there's
but-
no harm in starting.
Yeah.
So first of all I think you cannot make your own notes right now because that will consume a lot of time.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't do that according to me. Number two, I think you should get these notes. Like there are ready-made notes that you get. Even DAMS has started its own ready-made notes. Marrow
Yeah.
के भी होते हैं rapid revision
तो
notes.
जो भी videos देखे हैं like MBBS
तो-
में usually लोगों ने
Yeah.
videos देखे हुए होते हैं.
तो जो videos तुमने देखे हैं तुम notes एक बार खरीद लो. And I feel this close to the exam, you should focus more on reading the notes as compared to watching videos. अगर कोई चीज़ नहीं समझ में आ रही है तुम ले लो बैक टू बेसिक्स या जो भी है वीडियो देख लो एंड फिर समझ जाओ वो कंसेप्ट बट यू शुड फोकस ऑन रीडिंग द नोट्स मोर एज कम्पेयर टू ये क्या बोलते हैं वॉचिंग द वीडियोज़ तो you start reading your notes, you give yourself like whatever 3-4 months for your first reading, read your notes well, do the question banks, add things in your notes, and in those 4 months, like of course you'll have to work a little harder because you need to like sort of build your notes from the scratch, you need to build your tools from the scratch,
Yeah.
but it's not unattainable.
Yeah.
So if you have like a rough knowledge about how things work, you can just like
Yeah, so like basically the strategy that you had, just do that. Like बस late शुरू करो,
बस late
and
शुरू करो.
जो चीजें important नहीं है उसको eliminate कर दो.
exactly. So see like October, November, December, Jan, let's say
Yeah.
इधर तक तुमने अपना फर्स्ट रीडिंग कर दिया
Yeah.
फिर फेब एंड लेट्स से नीड इज इन जून
Yeah.
सो फेब मार्च में यू हैव डन योर सेकंड रीडिंग एंड देन अगेन यू हैव अप्रैल टू डू योर थर्ड रिविजन और व्हाटएवर एंड you have the month of May.
Yeah.
So if you have your notes ready in those 3-4 months,
Yeah.
like you know the beginning of your prep, अगर तुमने और क्वेश्चन बैंक वगैरह से क्या बोलते हैं क्वेश्चंस ऐड किए हुए हैं, you've solved questions, you've marked PYQs in your notes and stuff, then the next time it'll be very easy for you to sort of go through that. So it's never too late, like for sure. Like you can just start and do whatever you can in that duration of time, and I'm sure it's like possible. And you
Yeah.
again have to do the same thing again. Just like this time, you won't have your handwritten notes. And even people who have studied in final year and stuff, they don't have their handwritten notes. Most of them,
Yeah.
they buy these क्या बोलते हैं,
Note.
printed notes only,
Yeah.
and they work well for them.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing
Yeah.
and just like sort of consolidate it, eliminate things.
Yeah.
So your first reading, that's why like I stress upon it because you really get an idea and your final source for your subsequent revisions.
Yeah.
So if you want to add something, subtract something, you can easily do that, you know,
Yeah.
in your first reading.
Yeah.
And solving questions will give you an idea about that.
Yeah.
So that way.
Yeah. So that's about it. Like
Yeah.
if you guys have any more questions, we'll probably do a part 2
Yeah.
before Shishti joins residency.
Yeah.
But like honestly speaking, like this is like the simplest advice and this is all that I need. I don't think there's anything specific
Yeah.
other than this. And the simplicity is what like is
Yeah. It's
like,
very
one
underrated, I
thing,
feel.
Yeah. That I want to take away from this and like
Yeah.
yeah just thanks.
No, thank you for
This
having
is
me
something
here.
जो हम लोग कॉल पे करते थे like
Yeah, we
before
literally
every-
do. This is like
Yeah.
a call of ours. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really grateful for, you know, like I hope that even if one person like sort of, you know, gains insight from this, then
Yeah.
I feel like my
Yeah,
job
if
is
you,
done.
Like you know, अगर एक भी point like if you think कि कुछ adapt, like
Yeah.
if that pushes you in a positive direction.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and if you guys have like any questions or anything
Yeah.
of that sort, then like we can just put my Instagram handle or whatever.
Yeah.
So
We'll do
like they
that.
can just directly
Yeah.
text me, like,
Yeah.
because I know how difficult it is to, you know, navigate through this duration, and I really wish I had someone
Yeah.
who would tell me these things,
Yeah.
like the silliest of the doubts, the smallest of the things. So like for anyone who's preparing for NEET, I really would love to be that person where, you know, if you want me to like sort of track your goals, and if you're
Yeah.
track your timetables, make a timetable with you, or, you know, just tell you if you're sort of going the right way or not,
Yeah.
help you with a few questions or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'd be more than willing to do that, because
Yeah.
I know how difficult it can be, how stressful it can be, and
Yeah.
you know, if anyone would just like
Yeah.
to sort
Just
of
like,
be there.
you know, like one thing about Shishti is that, like, two things. First of all, she is like very selfless and she is very helpful. And secondly, like, you know, she explains things very well. So like, if
Yeah.
you have anything, like, just don't hesitate.
Yeah,
and, like,
at all. Like you can
yeah.
just like text me, call me
Yeah.
whenever I have the time. We'll
Yeah.
definitely like sort of get
yeah,
back,
and she won't judge you, like, where if
Yeah,
you've
like
not
the silliest
studied
of the
even
doubts.
a word, like जो भी है पैसे दे
Absolutely.
के पास हुए हैं और अभी शुरू करना
कुछ
है,
भी
like, she'll
it
help you
really
out,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Like if you have the silliest, because you know the doubts, like people might think they're silly, but they're not.
Yeah,
Like
simple
it
things
really
do
makes
matter,
a difference.
yeah.
So like the silliest of the doubts, whatever question is coming to your mind, if you think you want to tailor your prep, make a timetable with me. Like we can
Yeah.
literally sit down and, you know, according to your internship schedule, we can like make a timetable or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd be really
And
willing
guys,
to do
like,
that.
one more thing, like, just like comment down below, and like, you know, this video should get like a lot of response so that Shishti does start her own Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, I
because like
want to.
I'll be the first person to, you know, subscribe and
I
watch.
want to do that. That's like in the plans. Let's see.